Check one, check two. I hope everybody can hear me. Checking my levels. Everything looks to be going fine. Welcome, everybody. Today, we're facing the Houston Texans in Houston. Just want to go over a couple ground rules right off the bat. No, I cannot. If you haven't visited before, no, I cannot show the actual game. I'm going to be basically broadcasting like it's a radio, talking to you guys, interacting, doing, all that kind of fun stuff. But I am not allowed to actually show the game. So let me get that off the bat, right off the bat. Other than that, I got to get to the inactives. Some big news here. And I'm not sure if you guys have seen this yet. So let's just get to it right away. Today, not playing, obviously, Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Waddle, Justin Bethel, Jeff Wilson, Cam Smith, Keon Crossan, Brandon Jones, Alec Ingold, Myles Gaskin, Ethan Bonner, Lester Cotton, Teron Armstead, Leon Eichenberg, Braylon Sanders, and Christian Wilkins. So what you're basically looking at is the entire left-hand side of the Miami Dolphins offensive line is not going to be in front of this certain individual called Tua Tagovailoa, who seems to be set to play today. How long? When? What's he going to do? Hand it off? We don't know. However, it is big news that Tua Tagovailoa should be, I won't say will be, because that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to play, but he's not inactive, so it's a good chance that he'll play. Not going to have his full complement of offensive support, especially Teron Armstead and Liam Eichenberg. So both the left side of the line is actually gone. That'll make things really interesting, really interesting. So we're about, about 10 minutes from kickoff. So I'm going to go over a couple other things. In addition, I've been talking to you guys a lot about what's been going on in Maui, and it's obviously important to Tua Tagovailoa. And so I just want to let you guys know this is something that we should probably be looking at as well and understand how important it is to him. Let me see if I can bring this up. Okay. This is something that was broadcast on CNN just this morning or yesterday morning, and it's just really disheartening. So again, if you haven't seen for some reason the devastation, we're going to spend just a little over a minute talking about this. This is what obviously Maui has been dealing with. It just is horrible, just absolutely horrible, the fires that have been happening there. But if that wasn't bad enough, if all this devastation wasn't bad enough, just bad, horrible. We get this.
You mentioned the community, but are you getting enough help from the government tonight?
My parents received a check for $700, which was a slap in the face. This $700 was given by the government. And I feel like it's not enough. Living in Hawaii, you spend groceries, everything is so expensive. Groceries can be as much as $700 just for one grocery run. And it's not enough. And right now, the Maui community is helping the Maui community. And it's really affected me because where's the president? He decides to come here this week, to come here next week. I mean, like, where aren't we Americans too? Like, we're part of the United States, but why are we getting put in the back pocket? Why are we being ignored? And I feel like these families need aid right away, and they're being turned away.
I just couldn't fathom listening to that woman. Like I said, we have friends in Maui. My wife lived there for 12 years, and it's just awful. So let me just get right to the point. As you know, Tua is doing his best to raise money for what's going on in Maui and trying to help some of the victims if you can afford to. And if you can't afford to, at least share this link. I'm going to put it on screen, give you time to write it down. Right there. It's called justgiving/page/Tua for Hawaii. And it's being sponsored by the Tua Foundation, and 100% of the money raised by the Tua Foundation is going directly to Maui victims. So go ahead and write that down, justgiving.com/page/Tua for Hawaii. If you can give. Excuse me. If you can't give, please share the link and try to get others to participate. That's all I'm going to say about it. I may mention it again during the broadcast because it just hits so close to home, watching these people just go through complete devastation. I just couldn't imagine if everything I owned was gone tomorrow. What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, insurance may come, they may show up, but what do you do tomorrow? How do you feed your kids? How do you feed your pets? What do you do? There's no place to go to work. Everything got wiped out. All the restaurants, all the businesses, they're all gone. $700 is an insult by our U.S. government, who has no problem giving billions to Ukraine, yet there's Americans right there in Maui that need help. All right. Excuse me, a bit of a horse in my mouth today. Let's talk about today's game. Today's game, after last week's showing, I know people don't like to put a lot of, into looking at preseason games and that they really don't mean it that much. But to me, especially from a line perspective, you win the game in the trenches. You win on your offensive line and your defensive line. I don't know if you noticed when I put up the inactives, let me put it up once again. In addition to the offensive line being decimated, that last name on the bottom there, Christian Wilkins, will not be playing. Christian Wilkins is going through basically a hold in right now. A hold in meaning instead of not showing up to camp and not playing, he's actually showing up. He's just not participating. So he's a hold in rather than a hold out. He wants his money. Deservedly so. The guy's fantastic. But there's another guy that's not playing. So there's a number of problems right now that Miami has to deal with. They have to deal with a crappy offensive line, makeshift offensive line. They're trying to plug and play people all around the place. Don't know how that's going to work out today. Jalen Waddle, he's hurt, dinged up. I don't know if he's injured. He's just recovering. Of course, Teron Armstead. If Teron Armstead can't make it full 17 games, today's probably going to be an indication of who could step in. I understand Lamb might be the guy that'll step in. So there's a lot of question marks going into this season. A lot of question marks. The practices have been, I'd say, 6 to 7 if you wanted to rate them overall. There's been some good days, mostly bad days by the quarterbacks, okay by the defense, depending on who you listen to. But it's not been fantastic. His two have been experimenting. That's what they're saying. He's been experimenting, which is why there's been so many interceptions. Okay, obviously, this is a time of year when you give people the benefit of a doubt. Next week, we're going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. That's going to be a 7 p.m. game. And then it's off to the Chargers. So there's a short window of time here to get all this shit right. A very short window of time. And I believe it begins today. I believe your countdown begins today. You have to start clicking. I'm not expecting Tua to come out and throw 3 touchdowns and throw for 300 yards. I'm not expecting Skyler or Mike White to do the same. I'm just expecting them to click. Let's start getting some clicking. Let's what would you call it? Not the momentum, but the feel of the game. Make sure that the processes are in place. Make sure that Mike McDaniel is calling in the plays. That's the thing to look for. And also, as you guys know very well, as I pointed out all last year, you guys are going to love this. I got it.
Don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself.
I hope you guys can hear that, but don't beat yourself. That's the big thing. I even had it played last year over and over by then defensive coordinator Josh Boyer. Now we've got Vic Fangio. Last week, first preseason game, it showed to be the same. A lot of beating yourself, penalties. Can't have that undisciplined stuff. Mike McDaniel not getting the plays in on time. Tua this week at a press conference kind of made a joke about it and said, yeah, it's a lot to remember, and sometimes we don't get it all in. Well, if that's a problem, fix it. That's on Mike McDaniel. If your naming convention for your plays is too much for the guy to spit out during the time in the huddle, then you got to shorten it. You got to make it easier for the players to understand and him be able to call out. Now, understand when there's a play in the huddle, certain sections of the play pertain to certain people. So if you're an offensive lineman and you hear something, you can just bail out and be ready to go do your call. So the first part might be for your formation. The next part might be your motion, whatever it is, but he's not getting the entire thing in. So I'm going to look for that today. If you start seeing some procedure penalties, if you start seeing delay of game penalties, those are the type of things that are affected because the naming convention of the plays, they still aren't being smooth with that. So I'm looking at some of the comments here. We're gonna Ronald says last game was embarrassing. Yeah. Sat here for 3 hours. Many of you stayed the entire 3 hours, and it was just, wow, guys, this is what you're putting on the field, and hopefully they're going to upgrade it this year. So we got 1 minute left to the game, and they're still showing golf on TV here, so I guess they're going to cut at 4 p.m. specifically and go from the golf tournament to the game. So I'm waiting to see what happens. I've got 401 here, and I'm still looking at guys putting, so I'm not sure what's going on. So let me try some comments, make sure the comment input is working. Let's see, sustained. Boom, it is working today. Thank God. All right, so Goldie says, Goldie, I love that profile picture. Sustained drives, good defense, and no injuries. That would be an A. If they can do that, that would definitely be an A. Hey, George, what's going on, brother? George says, hey, big dog, here for the game. Even when it's on TV, mute it and listen to you, Barry. Best Nesser. Thank you very, very much. I have 4 o'clock and they still haven't cut it. They're still showing friggin' golf. Oh, there it is. Wow, they dropped the hammer quickly. Guy was bent over, ready to hit a putt, and boom, they just went ahead and cut. So we are about to play a game here. We're about to play a game. Darren, good job here. Darren looking out for you, says it's on the NFL Network in Canada. So we're gonna see some football in Canada as well. Let me look and make sure I've got everything going here. Boom, we're ready to go, ready to rock. Let me get some more comments. Oh, they're playing indoors today, so that's a big one. McDaniel said you gotta hold this bear. God, yeah, you need to tell your friends to come in here. I'm not typical. I piss people off. I'm sorry. I try to call the most objective game as possible. I try to call it as it is. Applaud when it's deserved, critique when it's not, and actually let you guys know what I see from my perspective. I'm not going to be a fanboy. It may tick some people off. I know a lot of people don't like the way I look at the Dolphins, but I look at them from a perspective of reality. If you do shitty, I'm going to call it shitty. If you do well, I'm going to call it well. Everything isn't okay all the time. It's just not that way. So I do that in my other videos. I do that in my live videos, and I have some fun with it. So today, actually next week, just to let you guys know, we start the promotions. We're going to start the promotions, and we are going to be giving away basically every quarter gift certificates for various restaurants. I'm not going to announce it today, but understand we're going to give away $25 gift certificates. It's going to make it a lot of fun next week. We're going to do that next week at the end of every quarter, give away a $25 gift certificate to a restaurant. You will know more than likely it does have a franchise in your area wherever you are. I had some local restaurants approach me, but I realized there's a lot of people from a lot of different areas here, so it didn't fit with what I wanted to do. I wanted to get people involved nationally, internationally, and so I wanted to look for a restaurant franchise that was nearby. So let's see what happens here today. Let me go to, what's up, Joe B? What's up, brother? Let's see who we got here. Who's QB for Houston? The QB for Houston, dude. What do you mean who's QB? You mean like who's starting or who's the QB? You do know who the QB for Houston is, don't you? That would be none other than, what was he, the first draft choice, or was the other? No, Bryce Young was first. He was 2. That would be CJ Stroud. So unless they're benching him today, it would probably be C.J. Stroud playing for the Houston Texans. Very young team, very inexperienced team, but they do have some studs out there. And I'm looking at Bradley Chubb. He's going to get after it today. They're talking about it on TV right now, so we don't know who's going to come out and play today. Looking at this is a great comment. Continuity, rhythm, that was the word I couldn't forget. Continuity, rhythm, and fundamental football. Fundamental football. Right now, that's all you can expect. Guys, let's just get out there. Let's play the game the way we're supposed to. Limit the penalties. God forbid, limit the injuries, which, you can't really do that on your own. But gotta limit the penalties and definitely get some continuity in the offense. All eye-ins on Keem Smith. What's going on here? QB, I said that. It better, yeah. Jose says there better be some improvements. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. You don't want to be where you were a week ago. You don't even want to be where you were Tuesday and Wednesday. You got to be further along the process. Every opportunity that you get on the field is an opportunity to get better. Every single practice, every single game, build upon that. So if we see the same stuff today, it's probably going to be a bit disconcerting to see the least. Even with the other guys playing, like, let's see, is Mostert playing? I'm looking at the sheet here. Mostert will be playing, so we have at least a starting running back, whether or not they pull him in. I really like that guy that they brought in last week. What was his name? Big, bulky guy. Chris Brooks. Yeah, that was his name. That dude looks like a stud. Obviously, A-Chain, we've seen what he can do. So with Jeff Wilson sitting today, I don't think we're going to lose much with these other guys, except, God, I wonder who's blocking for him. That's something. Who's going to be blocking for him? Ronald, hey, Ronald, no spam today. So here's what I did, because did I hit the button? Okay. No spam today. Let me jinx it now. So there's a way on YouTube when you're trying to do this yourself, and it doesn't happen as much. There's a time you can set, and that time you can set means the person has to be a subscriber for X amount of time before they're allowed to leave a comment. So hopefully I'm finding that time where if they figure they can't say anything, maybe they stop, maybe they don't come back for a while, and then they'll try. I mean, we've been broadcasting since 3:45, so they've had, little over 20 minutes to wait before they begin. So hopefully we should be okay with that. Oh, wow, as I say it, here they come. But you know what? I also have the other window open, so you're getting bounced right away, dude. Boom, there you go. You're gone. That's very quick. Man, these guys, unbelievable. I just wonder who clicks on this shit. I just really do. Kaka, what's up, Kaka, or KK, depending on how you say your name. Your question is the question of the day here, brother. Do you think Tua should have a few snaps? Me? I'm not an NFL coach. This is Mike McDaniel's thing, but I think Tua should go the entire quarter. I think is that important because you're probably not going to play him at all next week. Usually what happens is the third week of the preseason, you don't play him because you don't want him getting injured before the season starts. So this is usually the showcase for your starter, the second game. So in that regards, I would expect him, if everything is going okay with the offensive line, I would expect that maybe he goes the entire first quarter, at least 2 or 3 drives, but we shall see. Cal, what's going on, brother? Cal says we have enough talent. Yeah, I don't think there's any deficiency in talent whatsoever. Tua is stretching. Okay, we're getting ready to go here. Tua is stretching. He is going to be going in as soon as they get the ball. A-Chain is in the end zone. So here we go. And guys, if I'm behind you, it's YouTube TV. That's what I use. Okay, here's the kick. Kick is off. A-Chain is catching it at the goal line. He's out to the 10. He's out to, he get hit hard. He's really hit hard and pushed back down to about the 15-yard line. He took a big hit there. Big hit. All right, here we go. let's see to me, I'm going to be looking a lot at the offensive line. We know what Tua can do. We know if he has time, what he can do. He's got Tyreek out there. I remember last year during the Philadelphia Eagles preseason game, first play of the game, Mike went deep to Tyreek for about 50 yards. So I wonder if he'll do that again. Just come out and do some sort of play action and try to hit Tyreek deep. We shall see. Here we go. Tua is on the field. He's in a shotgun right now. And here we go. There's a snap. Play action, runs to his right. And first play of the game is an interception. Wow. Wow. First play of the game. Wow. I got to see that replay. That's not good. And they did to Tua what they said they were going to do. Basically, people taking off the inside. Tua tried to hit the fullback coming over, slanting in the inside. The guy caught it, runs it back to the 4-yard line, and he got dinged a little bit too. He's running off slowly. Wow. Oh, by the way,
Don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself.
right off the bat. Right off the
Don't
bat.
beat yourself. Don't beat yourself.
Oh, my God. My God. All right, so it's 1st and 10 at about the 8-yard line. C.J. Stroud is the starting quarterback. He's under center. Quick pitch to the left to the halfback who bounce it outside for about 3 or 4 yards. And he's they're going to give him 1 yard. So it's going to be 2nd and goal to goal, but it's still about 5 yards to go. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Right now, in addition to it happening on the first play, it sucks the air out of that team. And, wow. Unreal. All right. I got another spammer. I'll deal with him in a second. Second down, and there's an inside handoff. It goes down to about the 2-yard line. Let me bounce this spammer. Spammer lemma ding dong. Where you at, spammer? Oh, they tried and they're gone. Oh, there you are. Best NFL channel. Oh, okay. Gone. All right, so it's 3rd and 2 to go to the end zone. 3rd and 2. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if the Dolphins are going to be able to stop it. Was it a bad pass, Stanley? Yeah, it was a bad pass. It was off balance, but he threw it to a spot, and they were waiting for it. All right. Looks like there's a penalty. Delay game. So this one's on them. So, yeah, little mistake here early in the game. So Stanley, that pass was something that he's thrown 100 times over the last couple of years. It was a quick inside slant to, I believe, I didn't know the number. It must be the new fullback subbing for Alec Ingold. They were sitting right on it. Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill, I'm gonna save your comment because that's too funny. Okay, Mr. Bill. All right, so it's 3rd and goal from the 7 now. Roll out. He's throwing it. No good. So they're gonna have to kick it. They're gonna have to go. Good stop by the defense. Very good stop. And like I told you, Barry, Tom Brady signing on like that. Don't start that, man. Don't start that. It's way too early to start that. All right, so all they're going to get is a field goal attempt here. They're lucky they didn't get roughing the passer on Bradley Chubb, but that's okay. All right, Dolphins. Oh, no, they're going for it. Wow. No respect. 4th down and 7. For the touchdown. Snap. CJ's back to pass. That was ugly. That was real ugly. All right, so Dolphins hold. They're going to get the ball back to his snapping his helmet back on and ready to run back out. All right, so you stopped them. That's a preseason win right there. The Texans decided to go on 4th and 7 instead of kicking a field goal, and C.J. Stroud could not deliver. All right, so that was crazy. All right, so right away, you're right. It was this Redlander Red Camp, how do you say Redland Camp Soldiers? And now that we've got that out of the way, we need to get with the program. I have faith. Come on, Dolphins. Yeah. Cobwebs off. Maybe that's exactly what needed to happen. So some of you may say, Barry, what do you mean an interception was neat? Two things happened on that play. I don't know if you guys saw it. One, he threw an interception, and two, he got hit. And he got hit pretty good. Now that's out of the way. That basically you just got rid of the cobwebs. Cobwebs are off. You screwed up, you threw an interception, and you got hit, and you lived to play another day. So just forget that. It's over. You played your first play of the season. Now show what you can do. You're absolutely right. Faith in the Dolphins, faith in the process. The second thing that happened on that play to me was the most important. I've been talking about it for months. He took a hit. The fact that he took a hit, got up, and he's still playing. That's what we want to see. So I wouldn't even call that a series. So if I was Mike McDaniel, let me see if I can put my scoreboard up. If I was Mike McDaniel, there we go. If I was Mike McDaniel, I would probably leave him in for a lot more. So let me get this scoreboard put together correctly so you guys can see it. And I leave it up. Let's see, we got to move the Houston. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Just trying to fix this. Okay, so we got our scoreboard up. We're going. They're back in. TV's back from the commercial. We're rolling. You guys can see the score and everything. You see the time. Let's go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from about the 6-yard line after Houston did not convert on that last play. Dolphins got it way in the back. What's up, Pablo? How you doing, brother? We got Tua today. We got Tua, Pablo. All right, Robbie Chosen making an appearance. Haven't seen much of him. Mostert is in the backfield. Tyreek's out there. All right, he's throwing. He's in a shotgun lined up, basically almost at the goal line. Oh, they didn't call a penalty on that. Oh my God, Dolphins completely imploded. All right, so it looked like it was illegal procedure. The refs didn't call it. Dolphins got ass munched, pushed back now to the 2-yard line. I got to play it again.
Don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself.
Wow. It looks like Tua missed the snap. Yep, bad snap. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot worse. Wow. All right, now he's inside the goal line. You're going to have to just hand this off. Nice move. Mostert runs it out to about the 9-yard line. So, man, who's that? Mr. Bill? I don't think that was Tua's fault. That was the center's fault, unless Tua didn't have the right count, which could be. But in any event, it's a mistake, and it contributes to beating yourself. So now it is 3rd and 8 from your 8-9-yard line. Tua's back in a shotgun again. Let's see what he does. Good snap. He's got it back. He's backpedaling. He's throwing deep. Did he catch it? Got a first down. Got a first down.
Another Miami Dolphins.
Very nice. Very nice. That was a nice throw to Durham Smythe. Caught the tight end. Tight end came in. Got open, fought to get open. He wasn't initially open, but he fought to get open, and he found the open space for a first down. Boom. Nice throw by Tua. Nice stroke on that throw. Very nice. All right, good. Got the cobwebs dusted off. 1st and 10. He's in a shotgun again. There's the snap. He's back to throw. He's going to get set. He got hit. The good play, let me just tell you the good play on there. He got sacked, but the good play was he threw it away. He threw it away. He understood, don't try to extend it. That was the first good sign we've seen. He tried to do play action. Defensive tackle was right on him. He got smushed, got hit again, but he threw it away. All right, so now it's 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line, we're going to call it. Tua again is in a shotgun. Excuse me. Motions Mostert over to his right. He's got the snap. Quick screen pass. Who's that to? Let's see. As quick one to, is it H8? No, to Ezekama. Easy E with a very quick release. I mean, not even one step. Boom, got it to him. He goes for about 5 or 6 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. Nice, very nice. Okay, here we go again. 3rd and 3, they're calling it on the screen here. He's still in a shotgun, which I don't know why they just don't run it. But let's see, he's in a shotgun. Get a good snap here, buddy. Good snap. He's back to pass. He lets it go in the flat, wide open. Wide open is that Mostert or A-Chain? Oh, that's Tyreek. Tyreek Hill was wide open in the slot.
Another Miami Dolphins.
Okay, so they're moving the ball. Whatever happened in that first thing is now long gone, but they are moving the ball, which is more than we could have hoped for after that horrible play. Let me bounce a spammer out of here again. Okay. All right, so we got 1st and 10 from about the 38 or 39 yard line. Tua is in shotgun again. Here's a snap. Barrios in motion. Quick pitch to Mostert. I believe that's Mostert off the right side. Gets good yardage. Gets 4 or 5 yards. Yeah, that's Mostert. 4 or 5 yards. Nice. Very nice. All right, they're moving. Nice blocking out front. Nice block by Austin Jackson. Got to give the big guys up front a hand on that one. Good blocking all the way through. Nice. Very nice. All right, so now we've got, let's see, 2nd and 4. Very manageable second down. Let's see. He's in a shotgun again. Ahmed is in the backfield. Inside handoff. He goes, nice blocking. Boom, there we go. He got about 2. So it's probably going to be 3rd and 2 right now. Yep. Richard Long, great thing here. And this shows some, interesting development by Tua. Is basically, you're exactly right. Take away some stuff and let me see what you're giving me. That's for sure. All right, big play here. 3rd and 2. Are they not going to try and run it this time? Come on, guys. Shotgun again. He's back to pass. And right out there in the flat, boom, breaking tackles. Is that A-Chain? I believe that's A-Chain. Yeah.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
This is a different offense we're seeing from Miami. We're seeing them use the backs a lot more out in the flats. Don't sit back there. Obviously, that was Ahmed who made the catch there. Don't sit back there and try to make something happen. Take what they give you. Now it's 1st and 10 on about the 37-yard line. Tua is in the shotgun. These flat throws have been wide open. Nobody out there. Inside handoff, and we got a penalty. Nice run. He ripped about a 15-yard run, but it's going to be coming back. It's going to be probably holding. Let's see. What are they going to call here? Oh, offside. So it's going to be about a 15-yard run.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Very good. Wow. Offensive line is beating these guys. Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing, brother? Offensive line is making holes. All right, so we're all the way down to the 22-yard line. Tua is in the shotgun once again. Man in motion, inside handoff. Nice move at the line of scrimmage, but he gets maybe 1 or 2. That was Ahmed again. Is it Ahmed? Ahmed. I keep saying Ahmed. All right. 1st down at the 22. Let's go. Yeah, Pablo, you're right. The run game looks good. These guys are really getting some blocks off. Good to see it. But I don't like getting in 2nd and long. I don't like getting off schedule. Now you're at 2nd and 9. Don't be surprised if he takes a strike at the end zone here. Second, he's in the shotgun. Let's see if they give him time to throw it. He's back to throw it in shotgun. Yep, he's looking for the end zone, and he catches, who is that? Braxton Berrios for about 15-yard line.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Wow. I'll tell you what, this offensive line is blocking. Tua delivered a pinpoint pass. So he's doing really, really well. Let's just erase that first series. All right, he's in a shotgun again. First and goal from about the, let's see, I can't see. Okay, inside handoff. Oh, man, this offensive line is breaking holes wide open. That was for another 3 or 4 yards by Mostert. Gotta love this run. Wow, nice running game. Much better today. I'm just watching these guys close up, and they're blowing people off the ball. Just blowing them off the ball. Wow. Second and goal from, I'd say, about the 3 or 4. They said that Tua is 5 of 7 for 61 yards. They score here, he may be done for the day. Let's see, inside handoff. Mostert, that's going to be a touchdown, people.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Wow, that was impressive. Absolutely impressive. Wow, very impressive. Pablo, love it, love it. Love how the offensive line is balling. Somebody asked earlier, was that the Houston Texans starting defensive line? I don't care if they were or they weren't. I want to know that our guys can actually get the job done, and they did. They absolutely did. Yeah, Angel, you're absolutely right. At this point, guy comes in and goes 5 for 7 for 65 yards, leads him right down the field, and a long drive. Remember, Texans went for it on fourth down. That was like a 90-plus yard drive. I've seen enough. Go ahead, put Tua on the bench, take off the helmet. You're done. And that's it. You showed you were sharp. You showed you could come back. You showed you could take a hit. I don't need to see anything more. Nothing. He did everything he needed to do on these 2 drives. The first drive looked like crap. He bounced back from the interception. He bounced back from the hits. He comes in and artfully drives him down the field for 90-plus yards for a TD. 5 to 7. I'm fine. Sit him down. That's it. We turned that around. Absolutely turned it around real quick. Got to thank the big guys up front, obviously, and also Tua. Tua performed very well. You guys surprised to hear me say that? No, I told you. I give credit where credit is due, and I critique when critique is deserved. Tua played balls out on that drive. Nobody can say anything bad about that drive. That was well called by Mike McDaniel, well blocked by the offensive line, well run by the running back, well thrown by the quarterback. I mean, it just all the way around. That was an A drive. Absolute done. Good. Put that in the book. Let's see. Pablo says, agree, any QB can throw an interception, especially in his first game of the season. Doesn't matter. I forgot about it already. Doesn't even matter. I think we're going to see Skyler. I'm looking at this comment here. It says Mike White next. I think we'll see Skyler next because last week Mike White went first and then Skyler came in the second half. And I think what Mike will do is flip-flop it this week. I think we're going to see Skyler up next. It would make sense if that's what he's going to do. But yeah, very nice. The drive was 7 minutes and 39 seconds. So they really, really pushed on that. Yeah, Pablo, I believe Skyler's coming in as well. Very nice. Very nice. Couldn't have asked for more. Anybody saying anything otherwise on Twitter or anywhere else is lying to you. That was one perfect drive all the way around from everybody involved. Vipey, you're absolutely right. Tua took some hits, and he looks comfortable. Like I said, everything worked out well. Now sit him down. All right, so kickoff comes out about to the 20 till they get into the scrum, and now we're going to be on defense. Let's see who is some of the starters. We know Chubb played last time. They're featuring Jalen Phillips on screen right now. I'm not sure if he's going to be in, but now we got to see that the defense. You're playing against a rookie quarterback. You should shine. You should shine even with Jalen Ramsey out. So, very good drive. All right, so here we go. Texans with C.J. Stroud. It's 1st and 10 from about the, I'd say, 22. Stroud is in a shotgun. He tries to throw out to the flat. Guy catches it and runs for about 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Jerome Baker on the tackle, kind of late getting out there. I'm sure Fangio will show him, hey, dude, what were you doing? Why were you so late getting out there? But let's see what happens next here. I'm just excited for what I just saw on that drive. I'm ready to like call it a day, go eat some sushi. I'm good. All right, so let's see here. 2nd and 3. He's under center. Wow! He powered it up the middle for about 7 yards. If Stephen Ross, as he's watching this game, Stephen Ross, you need to see what happens when you don't have Christian Wilkins in the middle. And Jalen Phillips is sitting on the bench too. So your 2 of your 4 guys ain't out there, and Bradley Chubb is sitting. So they pulled them out already. Wow. Wonder why they pulled them out so early. Anyway, 1st and 10 from about the 35. C.J. Stroud back to pass, finds a guy wide open on a slant pass for about 17 yards. So they pulled Jalen Phillips. They pulled Bradley Chubb. Obviously, Christian Wilkins isn't playing. I saw Sealer in there. Angel, you got me on some tuna sashimi. I love sushi. Love sushi. All right, so we got 1st and 10. They're basically on the 50-yard line. Let's see. And he's he fakes the handoff, rolls out in a bootleg. He's got a guy down for about 20. The guy who did he beat? And he beat him bad. Number 4. I'm not sure, I don't have the updated roster here, but that was for about... that didn't look good at all. Defense got beat badly. Wow. All right. So it's going to be 1st down. Agba doesn't look like he likes where he's playing. Notice that as well. All right, so 1st and 10 from about the 40. Snap. Nice play. David Long. Wow. Sorry, so they did a pitch out, and David Long just obliterated the running back on that play. I mean, probably for a 4-yard loss. Oh, he went past the guard like he wasn't even there, and then just destroyed the back. Great play by David Long. That guy's gonna be a stud this year. Absolutely. Gotta pay Wilkins the money. Gotta pay the man. Pay that man. Laramie Tunsil is in, so looks like they've got their 1st string offensive line in. He's in a shotgun. There's a snap, and he throws it over the middle after good pressure, and he gets about 7 yard gain on that play. So basically, forget the right side of the line at this point, because without Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb, Laramie Tunsil's out there just having a picnic with whoever he has to block. Nobody's getting near him. I mean, wide open pass across the middle. So they're driving now, and it looks like a lot of the first teamers are in there except for Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips. But they are now in. It looks like he put them back in. Here's a snap. Going deep. Oh, wow. Our cornerbacks looked out. Who's that? That was Number 9. Isn't number 9? Is that Noah? Who's number 9? Good gosh, he got burnt. Good gosh. A straight, just an out throw. Wow. Yeah, Noah got fried back there. So they're going right down the field. Come on, Noah. What's up, Matt Reed? Wow, right down the field. Come on, Noah, that was your shot. All right, so it's 1st and 10 on about the 22-yard line. And inside handoff. Nah, that didn't go anywhere. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. So good play with the defense right now. Again, it's that guy, David Long. David Long did a great job on that. And no, Jalen and Bradley Chubb did not come back in. So, you're right, Pablo. I don't know what they're going to do about Noah back there. That was possibly a waste of a first-round pick if he doesn't step it up real soon. So we got 2nd and 8. It's like 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. Inside handoff fake. Nope, the inside handoff, and he runs for about 4. So we're going to end the first quarter. Dolphins up 7-0. Texans driving. They're going to be about their 7-yard line. You notice a huge difference with Christian Wilkins not out there. Good to see Brandon Pilley playing, though, after the injury he had this week during practice. But, man, these guys are looking like they're not ready for prime time. So we'll take some comments. What do you guys have to say? Daniel Millard says, bend or break here, blitz or pick, we got to pull it together. These are a bunch of young guys playing, and these young guys, this is where Fangio's got to look at it and go, who do I have available to me, and who do I need to get rid of? Because right now, you need to either show yourself or you're going to be gone. Time to bounce another spammer here. Where is it? Okay. Let me get rid of you, buddy. And you're gone. Boom. Try again later. All right. We need a turnover. Absolutely. I don't think we need to have a turnover right now. Let these guys play. Let them get their legs under them. Let's see who can actually make a play. That's what I want to see. I want to see a playmaker. I want to see somebody make a play, make a hit, stop a run. David Long, go ahead, take your helmet off. You're done for the day. I don't need to see you anymore. David Long has shown already thus far that he's ready to play, and he is a dude that's going to make some difference on this Dolphins defense. So David Long, go join Jalen Phillips and Chubb and just go ahead and have a seat. This is funny what Chris says. Let everyone play, see what we got. That's pretty much has always been my feeling about preseason, especially the second week, is put your guys out there, see what you got. But in this day of high finance with these guys making so much money, you can't risk it. Like, imagine this. Imagine on that first drive when Tua was backed up in the end zone and they missed the snap and he threw the interception, if that play had been it. So I understand not risking everything. I know you got to get them in there, but now that you've seen some of these guys, you don't need to put them in a position to get injured. Some of them. Hannibal, what's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a while. Let me see. I wonder if the Christian Wilkins thing is them trying to go to negotiate his contract to be favorable for other acquisitions. How far can they push the bulk of the weight of his contract down the line? That would be pretty much up to him. I mean, depends on what he wants to. If it's guaranteed money, then I wouldn't care. If they said, listen, we're going to give you $80 million guaranteed, then I don't care. Okay, back to the game. Stroud's back to pass. Ooh, he threw a pass into traffic, broken up by Xavier Howard. Nice play. So they've got their big guys. The big guns are playing defense right now. Nice play by Xavier on that. Good to see he's not letting all that legal mumbo jumbo bother him, that he's out there on the field. Let me just see that. Okay. Great play. Great play. I've seen you guys say you want Tua to stay in. No. All right. 35-yard field goal attempt. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so it's 7-3, and that's okay. They gave up 3 points. I look at this as 7-6 right now. They were stupid to go for it on 4th down earlier. So we're good. We're good. All right. So I believe at this point we're going to see. Let me get rid of it. I'm bouncing these spammers. I've got a system down now to get rid of these fools as soon as they get in here. Boom. Gone. And I've noticed on the end of their thing, they're putting in like different letters to let, I guess, whoever's running them to know how they're doing it. But they're getting bounced, and I'm going to make it so egregious for them that they have to stop. It was a good kick, Stanley. 7-3, 7-3. Is Wilkins being fined? No. That's why he's holding in, not holding out. Wilkins is showing up to every practice. There's a difference. Some of these guys will hold out and not go to practice and just sit out like Bosa. And some of these guys, he goes to practice. He just doesn't participate as much. He's out there jogging around. So it's called a hold in. So they can't really find him because he is showing up. But obviously what I've seen here is Christian Wilkins definitely needed. Definitely needed. Pablo says, Pablo, bear in mind that we're going against a rookie quarterback. I want to see more aggression. He pulled everybody. There's not going to see any more aggression because unless it's Agba who's going to be doing it, he pulled everybody. There's nobody there to do the outside rush. And then on the other side of the line, they've got trying to get rid of this. Laramie Tunsil is still playing. So on the left side, nobody's going to get in. So there's not going to get much pressure on CJ unless they blitz. And I'm not sure if Vic Fangio wants to do that. So we're getting ready to go back in on offense. We're going to get this kickoff. This kickoff will be, let's see, agreed. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, agreed. Mark, once I got my system down on what to do here, I'm going to make these guys so pissed off. They're either going to have to create new accounts or they're going to have to go away. And as soon as they create an account and come in here, I'm gonna make their life hell. So I got it down. Got it down now. Boom. All right, here we go. We're looking at kickoff is on its way. Let me get the scoreboard back up. Here we go. So they just announced on TV, Tua is done for the day. Tyreek Hill is done for the day. I'm okay with that. They did fantastic. Not Tyreek so much, but Tua did fantastic. So I believe we're going to see Skyler out here first. All right, so here we go. And we get it back to about the 26-yard line. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Skyler. So if tomorrow you hear people bitching about Tua, don't listen to them. It was a bad interception on the first play. Forget about it. He bounced back. He took a couple hits. He drove him 90 yards for a touchdown. That's it. That's it. He did it. All right. So let's see what we got here. The game is on CBS here in South Florida. So let's see who it is. I believe it is Skyler. Yep. Skyler's in. He's back to pass. He's going deep. Real deep. Real deep. Oh, almost caught by Cedric Wilson. Actually, let me just change what I just said. Should have been caught by Cedric Wilson. That ball was right. That was a perfect throw by Skyler. He had plenty of time. Perfect throw. He dropped it right in his breadbasket. Boom. Man. Unbelievable. Even Mike, they show Mike McDaniel on the sideline. He's like, whoa. You should have had that, bro. You should have had that. Well, these spammer guys are relentless, man. I don't even know how they keep finding my channel, but they do. I snap. Uh-oh. Well. Oh boy. Here we go again. You know what's coming next, right? At least you got the ball, but
Don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself.
Wow. All right. So, Skyler, you're not looking good, bro. That wasn't his fault, though. That was a bad snap. So, third and 20, third and 25. Now, remember that throw he had to Cedric Wilson. That's a little plus button. He did very well on that throw. But now we're really backed up. I expect the run here. He's not going to do anything in the 10-yard line. Yep, there's a handoff inside. That's going to be it. So he played for the punt. Yeah. Ahmed to the middle. I should have kept two in, not even close. Wow. All right, so they got the hold. They beat us on that possession, but we beat ourselves on that possession. Wow. Wow. All right, so we're punting from basically the 1 yard line. No, it's not Williams. I don't think that was Williams. I'd have to see. Good punt. Oh, it takes a good bounce. Good bounce. Wow, that's going to end up being like a 60-something yard punt. All right, so that drive was failure. So we've had a couple drives, had one good one and two bad ones. That's it. That is what it is. Yeah, our centers aren't doing. I don't think it's Williams. I'd have to look back at that. Just Michael says, glad Tua is out. Hate to see Bama on Bama crime with Will Anderson. Man, Will Anderson is a beast out there. Absolute. Wow, you're back again? As soon as I get rid of these guys, as soon as I get rid of them, they come running back with a vengeance. So they're obviously on some sort of algorithm, but I just keep, boom, there, you're gone again. Just that quick, bro. Don't come back. Don't come back. Chaos, what are you trying to say here, man? What are you trying to say? It's not the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, but the Houston Texans cheerleaders. Is your wife watching the game with you, bro? Okay. Who was your... Okay, I like this. Here's a good question, a good commercial question. Who was your all-time favorite Dolphins player? And all of you guys can go ahead and answer that. This one's going to be really easy for me because everyone's going to say probably Dan Marino. One of my favorite Dolphins players was Nick Buoniconti. I used to love watching him play. The way he played linebacker, the way he played defense, he wasn't big, wasn't a huge guy, but he would just make sure he was always there. His instincts were perfect. He understood where he needed to be on the field. He used leverage. And then later on, after his son got hurt, I just admired the man, Nick Buoniconti, as well as the football player. So that's mine right there. The obvious favorite most people will probably have is Dan Marino, but I met Dan Marino. I've got some friends who knew Dan Marino all the way back in college, and Dan was one hell of a quarterback, obviously, one fantastic quarterback. But, you know, Nick Buoniconti was my guy. They're showing a picture right now with what's his name, Christian Wilkins. He's on the sideline, so the guy is showing up. He's there for his teammates, which is perfect. All right, so Ricky Williams, Dwight Stevens. There's another one. Dwight Stevens was a great guy, great player all the time. Let me put that back up. Let's see here. Richmond Webb. Yeah, he was one of the new guys. Devon Best. That's a good one. Zach Thomas. He's in that same vein of Nick Buoniconti for me. I don't know how I forgot him, but yeah, I would still pick Nick, probably because of just sentimental of seeing what he went through with his son. All right, here we go. First zonk, absolutely zonk. First and 10. Oh, they got a bad snap, and bad play. He tried to throw it away. All right. Man, I should suit up again because it seems like there's a center problem out here. Seems like both of these teams are having issues with centers snapping. This is just crazy, absolutely crazy. No love for Woodley. David Woodley, Joseph B says. I remember him. Ronald Soriano says Jason Taylor, Paul Warfield. You guys are naming some good ones. Let's see who else you guys got in here. Ricky Williams, OJ McDuffie. Ricky Williams, Marino is good as long as that wasn't the playoffs. Zonk. Flipper. Ray Lucas, Zach Thomas, Devon Best. Very nice, very nice. I'm surprised none of you guys said Nick Buonacante. That's telling me something. Tells me I'm either old or you guys are young. Which one is it? You guys aren't going back them days. All right, so we got 1st and 15. He hands it off to the right-hand side, and Dolphins defense just eats him up. Gets about 1 or 2 yards. Will I do this? Okay, Chris, let me just take your comment here. Will I do this for... Is that not coming through? Come on. Come on. If I had a mouse that worked. Will you do this for regular season games? That would be great. I did every single game last year. Every single one of them. Win, lose, draw. I was here for every single games. Absolutely, I will be doing it for the regular season. All right, so we've got 2nd and 14. He's in a shotgun. Hasn't shown me anything yet. Hasn't tried even a lot. He's going... Oh, we got a pick? Nope. I thought we had a pick. Got a completion for about 5 or 6 yards. Eli Apple was on coverage there. The Apple man. So, yeah, I will be here every single week. God willing, I will be here every single week. Doing this, giving away stuff, talking to you guys, having fun, calling the game, playing my little sound effects. If I can remember them all. All right, so it's 3rd and 10. CJ Stroud, not showing much, but then again, you are a rookie. Let's see what happens here. All right, we got a snap. He's back to pass in a shotgun. He finds somebody open underneath, but the Dolphins are all over him, and he's not going anywhere. So, Dolphins defense rose to the occasion, stopped him. Does this button work? Am I going to get... Okay, yeah, I can put it back up that way. All right. 4th down, they're going to have to punt. So I think we're going to have to bring in Skylar again. We're not going to see Mike White till the second half. You're absolutely right, Hannibal. Hannibal says, I'll play it at the commercial. And here's the punt. Braxton Berrios is looking to return it. Let's see. Braxton's got it at the... Oh, nope. It just sails into the end zone. So, never mind. Let's see. I love what you're saying here. I don't think that we could make the Ace Ventura Pet Detective movie in today's world. Wouldn't make it out of production. Do you know how many movies we probably could never see based on today's Hollywood? Just think about it. I don't think we'd even be able to see The Godfather. I mean, The Godfather... Remember that scene in the movie when they're all in the conference room and they're deciding about how they're going to divide up the city? And he says, we're going to leave it in this neighborhood because they got no souls. You guys can fill it in. You guys remember that? You remember that? I think that entire scene would be cut when they're talking about divvying up the drug wars in New York in The Godfather. I mean, to this day, obviously, I still remember it. It just makes me laugh. You're going to leave that with them because they got no souls. It's too funny. There'd be movie after movie after movie. That would be like a good trivia question. One day we're sitting here when there's a commercial to say, okay, start naming movies that could never be shown again. I mean, because of the wokeness of Hollywood. And I bet you The Godfather, at least they'd have to cut some of those scenes. I can't even imagine. So yeah, I think Ace Ventura, they'd have to cut that one as well. How boring is life if we can't have fun, if we just can't laugh about stuff. Oh yeah, Manny Fernandez. Okay, Manny Fernandez was a great player. Absolutely, Mercury Morris. You're right. This movie is. Oh, here's a couple. Mark Phillips says Pulp Fiction. Does this look like dead storage? You guys remember that line? Quentin Tarantino, does this look like dead blank blank storage? Oh, I couldn't. Oh, wait a minute. Hannibal, you got the best one. Yeah, that would never be made today. We would never see Blazing Saddles today. Wouldn't see a lot of probably Eddie Murphy movies. Can't say that any longer. Not allowed. Not allowed to say that. But Pulp Fiction, oh yeah. You'll never see it. And this was TV. These weren't movies, but you'll never see the Jeffersons or Archie Bunker. I don't know if we would ever see, what's his name? Fred Sanford anymore. Sanford and Son. I used to love that show. I don't think we could see Good Times anymore. All right, here we are. Back to the game. Skyler is probably still in. I can't see yet. 10:52 left in the second quarter. And let's see. These guys are just trying to shoot the shit as well on TV. All right, so Skyler is under center. There's the handoff, and it goes, lost about 4 yards on that play. They nailed him in the backfield. That looked real ugly. Ugh, man, that looked real ugly. So they're talking about Christian spammers. Oh, let me go get him. I'll get him. I'm having no mercy on these fools today. I see their naming convention now. They're up to F, it seems like, in terms of trying to figure out how they can get in here, but they're gone. Here's a pass, and it's broken up. So Skyler's looking like crap. I don't know if it's because of the offensive line that he's not getting, oh, Shaft. I'm sorry, it broke my train of thought. I looked down and I saw Shaft. You mean Shaft 1. None of those blaxploitation movies could ever get made again. Jose Cathcart says, Goonies? Why would Goonies be bad? What Goonies? Adam, I can't even put your comment on the screen. Where the white women at? All right, here we go. It's 3rd and 14. Devon Achane is in the game. He's back to pass. He's got a deep drop. He's running out of the pocket. Tries to throw. Nothing. Just threw it in the dirt. We got a flag. It's probably going to be holding. Yep, that's holding. Well, we had one good drive. That's all it counts, I guess, because, God, they suck right now. Absolutely suck. Oh, wow. I don't even know who this guy is. 71. 2 fouls. Oh, it's going to be offsetting. I can't wait till we get to the regular season so I have the actual official rosters, so I don't know who these guys are. But right now I see Feeney is in there, which, dude, I can't. The dude has not the physical body you would think of an offensive lineman, but he plays, and he's got his mullet. 65 is in there. So, Dirty Harry. Oh, my God, you mentioned that. Dirty Harry would never see the light of day. Never. All the Dirty Harry movies. Forget about it. All right, so it's 3rd and 14. We got a do-over here. Inside handoff. Oh, he breaks it. He breaks it. Who is that? Is that Ahmed? Or nice. Very nice blocking up front. Can't see who the running back was, but he broke that. That was Achane. Man, he went right through there. I mean, talk about the speed. Everybody has heard it off season. Nice blocking up front. Feeney got a block, and then all they needed was a little bit of space, and then Achane was...
Another Miami Dolphins.
Achane was off to the races. He's tiny, but man, he's fast. We're going to see a lot of that this year, I believe. Another inside handoff to Achane, this time no blocking. And he's shut down for maybe a yard, maybe. That was a great run. Great run on that last play. Good blocking. Can't have a good run, good run with that. John, you're going really old school on me here. Really old school. When you say Superfly. Oh, man, Superfly. I remember seeing that when I was like 13 or 14. All right, 2nd and 12. Skyler is in a shotgun. And here comes a snap. Man in motion to the right. He's looking to throw it. Flat-footed. Boom, he guns it into bad throw. Missed incompletion. Wow. Okay. He tried to hit Chosen. Nothing there. Hannibal says, I was just going to say he's tiny and elusive, but he gets stopped head on. If he and this O-line can sink during games, he's going to be dangerous. Yeah, he reminds me a lot, dare I say, of Barry Sanders. A lot. A whole lot of Barry Sanders. All right. 3rd and 12. Skyler again is in the shotgun. He's not looking good at all. Man. All right, there he's back to pass. Stood flat-footed, but he got the pass complete to the tight end. I think that's Eric Saubert for about 11. It's going to be 4th and 1. I got to believe Mike punts this. No, he may be going for it. Skyler's not getting a deep enough drop. That's one of the things I'm saying. He's under pressure because he's not getting a deep enough drop. I wonder why he's not going back for the. All right, so it's 4th and 2 from about the 44-yard line. And Mike McDaniel's going with a nut up play here. He's going for it. 4th and 2. Skyler hasn't looked well. Empty backfield. No, it's not empty. Got a guy in motion. Let's see what they do for a snap. Make it a good snap. I'm going to say a penalty there. No? Wide open in a flat. Who is that? That's Cedric Wilson. Nice play. They didn't call a penalty. Looked like the right tackle moved, but nice. And that looked easy. I mean, they made that look easy. Skyler came back and used the gun of his arm and just tossed that ball out there. And Cedric Wilson with the catch. Very nice.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
All right. So it's 1st and 10 from about the 43. Here's a snap. Hand off. Here's A-Chain run to the outside. Wow. I'm telling you, this kid doesn't need much room. I mean, it didn't look, when you looked, oh, that was Ahmed actually. So he showed some speed. When he got outside, good blocking by 75. Good seal block by the tight end, and then he took off. The running game has been extremely effective today. Extremely effective. Mike McDaniel's going to have to really look at this film and go, we ran well. Okay, 1st and 10. There's a handoff, inside handoff. Here we go again. Another run. Bounced it outside for another 8 or 9 yards. Wow. Very well. Was that Ahmed again? Yeah. Almost the first down. Very nice. Offensive line. I'm looking at some of the inside blocking. They're doing the replays. These guys are kicking ass up front. Granted, it may be a second unit, but still our second unit as well. Wow. Running the ball very good. Nice trap play. Even the tight ends blocking well. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 1. 2nd and 2, they're calling it. This is my kind of football. Okay, he's back to pass. He's looking to the flat again. Boom, caught it. Forward progress is going to give him a first down on that. Didn't get much after the catch, but he got enough for the first down, I believe. Let's see what they call it. And that was A-Chain that time. He got hit pretty hard, but he caught the ball. I think they're going to measure right now. Oh, no. Robert Jones is heading out. He's hurt. Looks like it might be a hamstring. I don't know. He's pointing to his hamstring, not his knee. Offensive lineman hurt. Hope it's not anything serious. We don't need that. Hey, Daniel, you're absolutely right. What we're seeing is this offensive line is built more for run. Most offensive linemen love to ground and pound. I've said it many, many times. As an offensive lineman, you want to impose your will on the guy in front of you. Not many times can you impose your will in a pass protection mode, but if they can run like this, and here's what Tua is probably sitting back there salivating. If we can run like this, if you can get this kind of yardage and penetration by pushing people back, that play action game is going to be shocking. Absolutely shocking. Because they're laying these big bodies out there. They're getting some hits. They're really digging in. And it will make the play action game all that much better. I've never even heard who the strength and conditioning coach is for the Dolphins, but you're right. It could be a problem if they're not in shape. Absolutely, George, you're absolutely right. Keep on running at this point. Why not? Why would you stop? Why would you stop at this point, other than to take a shot here or there? Yeah, obviously you're setting things up and you want to take a shot when it's available, but this is going to happen. I'm loving A-Chain, just loving that kid. And I'll be the first to admit, I will be the first to admit, when his name got called on draft day, I was like, what? What are you doing calling a running back when you got all these other needs? Kid looks legit, man. Kid looks legit. All right, so what else you got? Well, Pablo, everyone has been in love with getting more running back or new running backs. These guys are looking good. Why? Why would we need someone else? Remember, this is all going on, and Jeff Wilson's not even playing today. So Mostert's looked good, right? Earlier. Ahmed's looked good. And this guy, Chris Brooks, hasn't even gotten in the game yet. He'll probably be playing in the second half. I think we're good. I think this Chris Brooks guy is built like Leonard Fournette. You got Devon A-Chain. Still, Gaskins isn't playing today. So far today, the Dolphins has 68 yards rushing in the first half. Kind of like that. A-Chain is back in here. Wow, very nice. Okay, so there's he's rolling out. Did a play action. Nothing there. He's running it. Nice. He drops down. Jumps down to about the 16-yard line where it's going to be, second or third down? Mr. Bill says we don't need O-line. Oh, yeah. We still need O-line. Yes, yeah, we do. Robert, especially with Robert Jones going into the 10. All right, so it's 2nd and 6. And Skyler's under center, not in the shotgun. There's another handoff. No, this one. Oh, he broke the first tackle again, about 2 yards. So it's going to be third and about 4. I'm going to call this one. A-Chain's running off right now. I think he's just winded. Yeah, he's just running off. Get a blow real quick. Well, you need a blow already, dude. All right. So 3rd and 5. 12 plays, 64 yards, 5 minutes and 35 seconds on this one drive. That alone should tell you why they need to run. Eat that clock up. All right, so it's 3rd and 5, man in motion. Now he's in an empty backfield. Got the snap, and he's looking. He's got time. He's got somebody open. Got the first down. Underneath. I didn't know where he was looking to throw that, but he threw it underneath, and he got a first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Wow, that looked kind of dangerous. He got hit pretty hard, but he got the ball off, and I think that's to, let's see who he threw it to, halfback coming across. Oof, Ahmed. All right, there's a handoff again. This time to the outside. Whoa, is that looked like A-Chain again? Who is that? Yep, that was. You can usually see when A-Chain is running because there's just a whole different speed level that happens when he's running on the field. Oh boy, this doesn't look good. They're showing Robert Jones walking off the field, and he's barely walking. Barely walking. Not good. Can't go down another offensive lineman. Not good at all. All right, so we got 2nd and 7. Ball is on about the, I'd say, 8-yard line. Empty backfield. And it looks like we're going to call. Mike McDaniel calls a timeout. Good job, Mike. Don't run something you're not ready to go with. All right, so what's up, Stephen Brown? How you doing, brother? What's going on? What do you mean we don't need Robert Jones? You don't like him? You don't like him as an offensive lineman? I think he does okay. I mean, as a backup, I don't know if I want him as a starter, but I mean, he is what he is. There's no guys out there. There's nobody else out there. They're not going to bring in. Everyone's screaming for Dalton Risner. You think they're going to pay Dalton Risner a ton of money? No, I don't think so. Mr. Bill, are you a Jets fan in disguise? Exactly. I gotta believe you need Robert Jones. Jones is done. I hope he's not really badly hurt. That's the one thing we don't need to see people go down. Let's see here. We definitely 100% need. Everybody's saying we need offensive line. Pablo, were you talking about Dan Feeney here? Because Dan Feeney, like I said, he's a guy. When you look at him, they did a video of him walking into the stadium today, he just looks like some guy who could be a bouncer in a biker bar. Doesn't really look like an offensive lineman. No really defined, sculpt, muscular features. But damn, he can block. So yeah, he is absolutely a bruiser. But I think we got to have offensive line. Do I have another spammer in here? Damn, these guys are friggin' relentless, dude. Where am I? Oh, gosh. Nope, I think he's done. Yeah, let me get rid of this guy. I'm going to make it so hard for them that they just don't come back anymore. I don't care. I don't care. All right, so what else we got here, guys? Yeah, Greer is all kinds of ass backwards with that. I don't get why he's so comfortable with this offensive line. I almost wonder if it's a smokescreen. I almost wonder if he already knows how badly he screwed up. And I just wonder if he's just trying to get through it at this point, because it doesn't make any sense. I would definitely have been bringing in offensive linemen. The Big Zero said Risner. The Big Zero. Who said? Who's the Big Zero? The Big Zero said that Risner is not a zone blocker, but don't know. Who's the Big Zero? Is that Greer? Are we talking about Greer? All right, so 14 plays, 72 yards, almost the entire half of the second quarter here, down at the 8-yard line, 2nd and 7. Man in motion. Skyro's looking to throw the ball. He's got him in a flat. Can't get rid of it. We got a touchdown. Ahmed with the pass from Skylar. Nice pass.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
So if I'm making a note, if I am a defensive coordinator right now, I'm going to put my defensive coordinator hat on, and I'm going to make notes for facing the Miami Dolphins. So right now I'm going to be writing down, oh hell, we take away the middle, they're going to leave the running backs wide open, and I don't know how we cover these guys. So Mike McDaniel has figured out something. But we've been talking about the adjustments. What is he going to do? Well, those adjustments are they're taking away the middle of the field. And I've got Ahmed, Mostert, A-Chain, all these guys, Ahmed, all these guys that are fast burners. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it in a flat and make your linebackers cover, which you can't. Unbelievable. He's setting it up with the run. So he's doing all this at the same time, and it almost looks like a completely different team playing this game than it was the game last week. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mike McDaniel has definitely changed up. Hopefully they can keep this momentum going. Let's see here. Dan Pilarski says, I would love to have seen Tua doing more of the one drive. I'm not counting the intercepting drive. Yeah, but what else was he going to prove? I mean, he basically proved that he took the team down the length of the field, scored, 90-plus yard drive. Why would you leave him in? We got a guy running back the kickoff. He runs it all the way back to the 40. Nice run. Very nice run. Loving this squad. Jimbo, I haven't seen you around in a while. Jimbo Canutt says, loving this squad, brother. Wow. Yeah, they're looking good. Looking good. Very good. Even the offensive line looks very good today. Mike White probably won't be playing to the second. Okay. I don't think Mike White will see him until the second half. But It's a lion and Judah says, uh, wait a minute, I gotta post this up here. Gotta love the banjo and Dolphins anthem. Man, that anthem is old as heck. I don't know how long they've been playing that song, but it's been like forever. They've never updated it, so it's a classic at this point. Absolutely a classic. We're, we got 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half. This is a good game. Pablo, you're right. He is a burner. Absolutely. All of them are. I mean, they can't really signal anybody out. 2 minute warning. Yeah. I mean, Pablo says that when this is funny. I'm just going to put up what you said here. And your comment is that dude is a burner. And I love that you didn't put a name up there because you could literally insert anybody. You can say that about Mostert. You can say that about Wilson. You can say that about Ahmed. You can say that about A-Chain. That dude is a burner. They're all burners. And that's what I think Mike McDaniel somewhat did his adjustments and figured out and said, if you're going to take away that slant from us, we're just going to make these guys come out and we're going to make your linebackers cover these two guys. Then if you make those linebackers cover those guys in a flat and you inch them up, you're going to have that middle open again for Tyreek and Waddle, which is another thing. Tyreek didn't really do anything today. Waddle's not on the field. So this is an overall good game for the Miami Dolphins. Are the Texans that big of a deal? Doesn't really matter here in preseason. Doesn't matter that it's the Texans. Let's not look at what the Texans are. Before we started today, we said we wanted to see what? Sustained drives, continuity, and, no penalties and stuff. So they've had a few penalties and they had the interception, but that's an anomaly today. How did we score the second touchdown? I went to the store. There's no leaving. There's no leaving in football. Anyway, drove the ball down the field on about a 7 or 8 minute drive to about the 12 or 14 yard line. Skyler went back to pass. Ahmed went out on the left flat, just did a quick flat out. And he was wide open and ran into the end zone. That's what the second score was. I didn't know this, Pablo. Pablo, you're dating yourself, brother. The Dolphin song has been around since '68. Wow. At 1968, I was a young boy in Connecticut, stuck between the New York teams, the Jets and the Giants, who I both hated, but that's where my parents liked. Ahmed is a great player, and somebody's going to be the odd man out. I don't think you can keep all these running backs. So is Chris Brooks the odd man out? Is Myles Gaskin the odd man out? But you can't have, I don't think you can have Mostert, Wilson, A-Chain, Alec Ingold, Chris Brooks, Ahmed. Can you keep all those running backs? I don't think you can. Maybe that's it. Okay, so that goes all the way back to the inaugural season. All right, so who were fans of the Dolphins? Any of you guys here were fans of the Dolphins in 1968? Were you guys watching football back then? Were you even alive back then? There's the next question here for the next 2 minutes. Were you watching the Dolphins in 1968? All right. So their first down, their second down here was an incomplete pass. C.J. Stroud has a long way to go. If I were a Houston Texans fan, I'd be kind of worried. I know, what's his name? Bryce Young didn't look all that great yesterday, but C.J. Stroud looks even worse today. Howard Roker says he wasn't born yet. All right, so when were you born, Howard? We gotta know it. All right, so it's 3rd and 5. C.J. Stroud is back in the shotgun. Oh, they're bringing a blitz at him. Oh, nice move. Nice wheels. He got away from the blitz, and he threw a pass. The guy should have caught, but he missed it, so it's 4th down. But that was very nice. That was very nice. Jimbo, that's very good. I was brought home in a dolphin swaddle on December 22nd, 1972. Wow, that's awesome. That's very awesome. Pablo says, inaugural season 1966. I used to sneak into the. Wait a minute. You used to sneak into games in 1966. Dude, you're dating yourself. I got to USA in 1962, but I didn't understand football too much. That's okay. That's okay. A punt. We got a fair catch on a punt, so we're not missing anything there. Um, so EJ Lopez says, awesome coverage. Very enjoying it immensely. Thank you very much. Like I told you before we started, I'm not a fanboy. I'm not going to sit here and read stats to you. I'm trying to make the game, enjoyable, especially when it's preseason here and getting towards halftime. Try to just keep everybody up, keep you guys engaged, talk about things that you're probably not going to hear on some other channels. You're probably not going to hear us just talk about what movies couldn't get made and things like that. So I try to keep you guys involved and engaged in the game as well. All right, so let's see. 1st and 10. 143 left. Skyler is still in. Empty backfield, back in motion. Quick slant out to the left side of the field. Nothing, maybe one or two. He threw it out to the left to Braxton Berrios. That pretty much went nowhere. So it's going to be, I don't know, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. Doesn't look like Mike is running too much of a hurry up here. I think he's just gonna go with it, letting the clock run. 120, 119, 118. Okay, here we go. And he's in a shotgun, taking his time. Mike's not pushing this. Inside handoff. And A-Chain is going to bust it. He's going to go the distance. He's going to go. Is that... No, that's Ahmed. Oh, my goodness. He goes for about 70 yards. Whew. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, shit is right. Well, know who's not getting cut? Ahmed's not getting cut. I could probably play this thing like 5 times.
Miami Dolphins.
Wow. Wow. The way he took off. It was, I think that was that Ahmed or A-Chain? That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. So now it's 1st and 10 from about the 18-yard line. Another inside handoff. This time it goes nowhere. I couldn't see if that was 26 or 28 that made that run. Did you guys catch that? Who was it? Was it A-Chain or was it Ahmed that made that run? 40 seconds. Dude, he's letting the clock run. Go for it. He's taking his time. The clock's just running out. It was Ahmed, 88 yards rushing in this first half. All right, he's letting the clock run. I guess he's just going to settle for a field goal. He's back to pass. Skyler's back to pass. He's looking. He's got nothing. He got sacked or he threw it away. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 with 17 seconds left. Ahmed, yeah, I see it. Thanks, guys. Ahmed just went 88 yards in the first half is what he's rushed for. Offensive line got obliterated on that play, and Skyler, waited too long to get rid of it, but he did get rid of it. So you got one play, got to get it into the end zone, and then from there, if it doesn't work, we're going to kick a field goal. Field goal. A-Chain's in at running back. There's a snap. Skyler's back to throw. He's looking for time. Oh my God, he threw a touchdown. Threw it to Braxton Berrios. Why you're not playing? Why you're not playing?
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Well, these guys are showing up today. Absolutely. Now, here's what I like. All right. So we saw Skyler, when he had some time, what he could do with the ball. his first pass when he first stepped into the game, he threw it like 60 yards. It almost hit Cedric Wilson. So come second half, even though you're up 21-3, Mike's got to let Mike White play. You got to let Mike White throw the ball. So we may be in for a lot coming in the second half as well. But that was a great play. Barrios didn't give up on the play. Came back, got the ball, got in the end zone. Awesome play. Paul, you're right. Skyro looked a little bit rough on some plays, but man, he got it there. Two long drives. Obviously helped by Ahmed's run, but yeah, absolutely. Let's see. 21-3. And you know what's funny about Barrios? You say here another beast. He's our real number 3. The other thing with Barrios, you haven't seen him do his punt returns and kick returns yet. That's going to be a big part of the Miami offense, I think, coming up this year. All right, so let's see how much time is left. 5 seconds. They're probably going to come back, and you're not going to take a shot with C.J. Stroud. Wow, what a half! What a half compared to last week. I mean, it was like a complete flip. It's like the team completely flipped. Is it Atlanta versus Houston, or they really did something different? But to me, just the timing, the rhythm, what they were able to do was completely different. All right. Dennis Tuberville, as they're going to probably go into victory formation to kneel down, so I don't even have to look at that. Back in 1969, 1 year before Shula arrived, they used to pack about 5,000 fans into Section 1 and make it look like the stadium was packed for a preseason game. Wow, there's a bit of trivia for you. Long-time Dolphins fan there. Long-time Dolphins fan. Love it. Song's a classic. Keep it just remix. You're talking about the fight song, obviously. Let's just go ahead and remix it. So what'd you guys think of the first half? You're right, Stanley. Last week we indeed beat ourselves. What do you guys like about the first half? Let me tell you what I like. I like that the offensive line was given the opportunity to run. That the offensive line was given the opportunity to show that they could open up holes. That's what I really liked. I liked what Tua did. As I said when it happened, he raced the first drive. Okay, you got the cobwebs knocked off. You threw an interception. You got beat up on a couple of plays. You came right back and ran like a 90-yard drive, almost to perfection. Couldn't ask for more. So my big things here are offensive line play, running back play, obviously the running back play, and then the quarterbacks thus far have played well. What would you grade Skyler? I think we would have the grade Skyler probably C+, B-. Have to give Tua A-, B+. You guys agree with that? Tua A-, B+, Skyler C+, B-. Sound right? Let me know what you guys think about that. Classy, love the run game. Barry, I was wrong. The Faith Song came out in 1972. Here's a question I definitely want to answer. Why kneel in preseason? Because you have a rookie quarterback. You're down 21-3, and right now he's probably quite demoralized. He's not going to throw an 80-yard touchdown. No reason to get anybody hurt. Get off the field, regroup in the locker room, and see what happens. Nothing else is going to happen right now. So let me take that out of my ear because they're playing stupid commercials, and I can focus on you guys. Daniel Millard says Tua is A-, B+. That's where I was. Hey, Sabrina, how are you? We're looking good. Yes, we are. Looking very good. Different game today. Absolutely a different game. Yeah. Jimbo, you sound like a former offensive lineman, but he's absolutely right. What I would love to do is just come out and use, what's this guy, that new guy's name? Chris Brooks, and probably, I don't know. Come on, why is your comment not coming in? Yeah. Chris Brooks and maybe, I don't know, keep using the running backs as some kind of rotation and just let this offensive line just dominate. As he's saying, put your male chicken in their watch pockets. Just keep pushing, keep dominating. Let these guys feel it. I can tell you as a former offensive lineman, nothing makes you not tired like beating the shit out of the guy in front of you. Nothing makes you want to keep going than just letting that guy up front now. It's going to be a long 30 minutes. You got 2 more quarters of me kicking your ass. You might as well just give up and go to the sidelines, let someone else take your place. Because for the next, 30 minutes, I'm doing nothing but putting my male chicken in your watch pocket. You guys can insert the word there. I think Jimbo knows what we're talking about. If you're an offensive lineman, if you know offensive lineman, you know exactly what we're saying. Let me impose my will. I'm not going to get tired. I love this. I just want to pound him. I just want to keep pounding him. And obviously it's working. It's greasy as wheels, man. Let these running backs keep running. They love it. And it's going to, make everything a lot better. Thank you very much, Mark, for everything, all the kind words. Thank you very much. Paul, you said it correctly. I believe you are correct as well. I'd put Skylar at a B minus. There were a couple bad things that he did, a couple bad throws. You guys in this song, this song came out in 1967. Okay, so Jose says something here. Did you watch and notice how Tua fell? The way he landed was a judo tactic. That will be noticed. Glad you said that, because what I am going to do is go back and pull the tape, and I'm going to do that exact thing. I'm going to look and break that down. Look for a video probably tomorrow where I'm going to pull that tape and just look right at it. Let's just see what you just said, how much of that, how much of that potentially could have helped him. Because if what you're saying is true, people need to know that. Absolutely. Hannibal Rector says, I can't read it. If Tua continues to show an evolved sense and ability to pull a Brady or a Manning and get rid of the ball and hit the ground safely, he might be able to deal with the inefficiencies of the O-line. I think the inefficiencies of the O-line go away if they can have this kind of running game. Because at that point, you can't sit and wait for Tua to throw it. You're going to have to guard these guys in the flat. Remember, in addition to these running backs running the ball, how many passes they catch out in the flats? That's going to make these linebackers just go crazy. If you got to stick with A-Chain and Ahmed and Mostert, worry about them curling out in the flat, and Tua's going to start taking that stuff. Whew, that's nightmarish. Absolutely nightmarish. The fight song graphics does look more like 72. I don't know where the graphics came from. Running game, A+. You guys are funny with this song. Yeah, Mark, that's exactly it. It's a Saban-esque type of thing. Just beat on him. Just keep leaning on him. If you weigh 330 pounds, and you get a guy that even gets this much demoralized, you're going to be pushing him all over the field. He just doesn't want to be out there anymore. Doesn't want to be out there. Let's see here. It's true he's a wrestler, okay. Have you been looking at the line play? Yes. Offensive line. Ramon, you're going to hear this from a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of people on Twitter. And it's absolutely true. The offensive line, from a running perspective, owned the line of scrimmage. Absolutely owned the line of scrimmage. They had some problems with pass blocking, but we expect that. But if we're going to run some more, if we're going to run the ball the way these guys did this thus far in this game, then sure, they looked really, really good. I think everyone would agree with that. No one would doubt that. Keon Smith is a beast, number 77. I'm going to have to look at him in the films as well, see what we can do with that. Pablo, you done arguing about the song? Pleasingly surprised with our run blocking. I still think our pass block needs a lot of help. Yeah, but again, that will come. If guys are teeing off because they know what Tua is going to do, or they think they know what Tua is going to do, yeah, pass blocking will suffer. But if you can run the way they ran today, if you can continue to run this way, and you can utilize the running backs in the flat, the defensive line and edge rushers can't come flying in. That's going to give the offensive line some help, a lot of help, if you can't tee off and come after Tua. Stat of the day right here. This is definitely the stat of the day here. 104 passing yards, 140 running. When's the last time you've seen that? When's the last time you've seen a Dolphin stat with 104 and 140 in the first half? That's 244 yards, with most of it being on the ground. That, take a snapshot of that, because wow. Jimbo, you said your son was watching and said he looked at Tua is learning to fall, and he is. Okay, great. I'm going to pull that. So we're going to have a video on that tomorrow. Am I going to be giving tickets away this year? So somebody was here last year and remembered me giving away tickets. Yep. I will be giving away tickets this year. Trying to figure out which game and how many, but we will indeed be giving tickets away. I'm trying to work with an airline participant, so it's just not for South Florida, so that if somebody can be flown in. So I'm trying to put together a package right now with an airline and a hotel, so I can fly people in to see the game. So it's not just people from South Florida. If I can do that, that I would love to be able to put that together, put my marketing hat on, and work with some of these sponsors that want to do things. And they only want to do things because you guys are watching. I know a lot of guys get out here and say, click the like button and do all that. I just need you to watch. If you watch, I can show people, hey, this is what's happening. This is the numbers. I can put your brand in front of these people. Oh, I haven't even run a commercial all day. I did the Maui thing, but I didn't do a commercial. So let me do right now. First, let me do the commercial because they do pay, and it just makes sense to make sure that they get what they paid for. So let me run a commercial from a Hawaiian beer company. I usually do this just on Tuesdays.
Before her dad let you sit in his chair. And before her auntie finally got your name right. Someone thought to bring the aloha. On a big wave, bring the aloha.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Aloha isn't doing well right now, so that segue into the next part of not a commercial, but a pledge. Again, Tua is raising money for the victims of the Hawaii Maui fires, and this is Tua. This is the Tua Foundation, so it's not going to the Red Cross or anybody like that. This is going directly to somebody who is involved with people in Maui. 100% of the money goes to people being affected by the fires. Again, if you can give justgiving.com/page/Tua for Hawaii. And if you can't give, if you're not in a position to give, don't feel bad. Just copy down that URL and share it on Twitter and Facebook, wherever you can. And get other people to see if they can give as well. So you don't have to be an exact donor, but it doesn't cost you a dime to copy down that URL and go ahead and share it freely and often on social media. So I hope that answers your question. Yes, I will be giving away tickets this year. Paul asked an interesting question, and what I'm going to do, instead of me answering it, I want you guys to answer. You guys have watched this first half. What do you see as the biggest weakness thus far? Now, things have gone really, really well in this game, so there's probably not a lot of weaknesses that you saw. But what do you think the weaknesses have been thus far? This game is pretty obvious to see where the weakness has been. The weakness has been, I can't find one. Running backs, kicked ass. Offensive line, kicked ass in a run. Maybe you need some pass blocking. Quarterbacks have played very well. Houston Texans have 3 damn points. Defense has played well. So this is a game that Mike McDaniel will look at the film and say, we can build upon it. You can always build upon something. But haven't seen any glaring weaknesses. Haven't seen a lot of penalties. Haven't seen, a lot of drops. So they've been playing very well. So I wouldn't focus too much on weaknesses with this game as I would just keep building upon your successes. This is one of those games where, you look at it and say, okay, let's go ahead and, see what we can do. in the future and just keep building from here. Damn, Chris Brooks. Yeah, I love Chris Brooks. Chris Brooks, we're going to see him in the second half as they're getting ready. 6'1", 230. Big dude. Big dude. Hannibal Rector. Let's see what you got here. Come on, click the button. Hannibal Rector says, okay, we will have some flaws exposed when we start playing full starter squads, but hey, that's what the preseason is for. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Mike knows that. I'm sure Chris Greer knows that. That this can't keep up. What's going to happen? You just want to progress. You want to progress to week 1, and you're not playing against Justin Herbert. You're playing against C.J. Stroud, a rookie who's never played before. So that's a big difference. So if I'm Vic Fangio, I'm like, what am I going to have to do different against Justin Herbert that I'm doing against C.J. Stroud? And that's basically everything. You're going to have to do everything different. So take the win, take the success, understand you still got work to do. That's pretty much where I would take things from here. All right, so we got the second half kickoff. I got a touchback. Let me put the scoreboard back up, 21-3. And here we go. Yeah, that first interception, Jimbo, did look bad, but we got over it. Chris Wheeler asked me, what is, I'll put this up in a second, Chris, and answer your question. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from about the 25. Let's see. Let me save this question. All right. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from the 25. The refs stop and play for some reason. I'm not sure if C.J. Stroud will play the second half either. All right, let's see what they're doing. No, I don't look like C.J. Stroud. That might be Davis Mills. Not sure. No, not C.J. Stroud. Inside handoff. Guy breaks it out to the left side. Run down pretty good by Noah. Noah just jumped down the halfback, took him out, maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain. Good speed. Very, very good job by Noah on that play. Looking at who's in. Just a couple starters are in there. All right, so now we've got 2nd and 7. Davis Mills is in for at quarterback. And he does play action, rolls out to the right. It's got a man wide open for a first down. So the question right now, Chris Wheeler is asking me, is it being posted? Come on, Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse, okay. Okay, what is your prediction for the year? I don't do predictions. Well, Barry, why'd you put that up if you're not even going to give a prediction? I don't give a prediction because there's too many variables can happen. Way too many. Injuries, number 1. Too many things can happen. So, capabilities, hold on. It's 1st and 10 from, let's see, penalty. So, too many things can happen to make predictions. If looking at the schedule, if we're just going to look at a schedule and start picking off boxes and stuff, let me just say I think this team has the capacity to go 11-6 or better. That's taking into account injuries, problems, all this other stuff. And obviously, the big asterisk underneath is, does Tua stay healthy? Because otherwise, there's no reason to even make a prediction if Tua doesn't stay healthy. All right, 1st and 15 after the penalty. Legal procedure. Inside handoff again. He goes for about 1 or 2. Nothing there. Give the mouse some cheese. I think I've been overworking it. So, yeah. Purdy. Hannibal Rector, you're getting mean on Noah, bro. If Noah doesn't show something like in the next few weeks, might have to chalk that one up to sunken coast fallacy. He's definitely not playing well. But see, he did on that last play, so his consistency is way off. I haven't heard anything at all about Robert Hunt. Was it Robert Hunt that went into the locker room? Haven't heard anything yet. All right, 2nd and 12. He's back in shotgun, inside screen through the slot screen. goes nothing. Noah played that very well, stopped it right in his tracks. So that Noah made a nice play there. They're showing the Dolphins' schedule, and it's tough. You got the Chargers in LA, you're at New England, you're home against Denver, and then you're at Buffalo. 3 out of 4 games are on the road. Only 1 home game in the first 4 games. Denver's not looking great, so that could be a win as well. And I think the Patriots aren't gonna have a chance. 3rd and 10. Davis Mills back to pass. Nobody open. He's running around trying to find somebody, and he just threw it into a crowd of people. Good defensive coverage on that, obviously. Great defensive coverage. Noah's going to be selling peeled oranges on Fleckler if he doesn't improve. He did well in that play. Oh, actually, he did. He just happened to be around it. Yeah, no, he didn't do anything. My bad. It's funny when you see the play happen, and when you see the replay, you're like, nah, you didn't do shit. Oh, God. All right, so we're getting a punt, so we're going to see Mike White here in a second. Is Braxton Berrios back there? He's out of bounds. All right. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10, and we're going to see a whole bunch of scrubs coming in at this point. 4 straight wins is what I heard. So you think they're going to take the Chargers, they're going to take the Patriots, they're going to take Denver, and take the Bills in 4 straight games. You got a lot of confidence, man. You definitely have a lot of confidence. Is it bravado, or why do you feel that the Dolphins can go 4-0? I'm not saying they can't. Don't go crazy on me. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying it's very hard to determine a team going 4-0 when you got your first 3 out of your 4 games are on the road. That's all I'm saying. Dennis Peppers, 4 straight wins is what I heard. You're right. Second toughest schedule in the NFL. Is that true? Wow, that's pretty crazy. Dude, what's wrong with Dennis? Keeps saying his nutsages. I'm not sure why that is. We always lose at home, so what the heck? It's August 19th. Don't start that. Don't start saying we always lose at home. Look up, man. Look up for sure. Don't say that. 11-6. No, you didn't hear what I said. Before it gets all over Twitter that Barry said 11-6. That's not what I said. I said 11-6 is the baseline, that they could do a lot better. I'm not saying that they're not going to win more. I'm just saying I think it's going to be at least 11-6. Not saying they're gonna do 11-6. At least 11-6. Like I said, I don't like to do predictions, but I can look at variables and say this team has a capacity to go at least 11-6. Potentially much better. But I think that's the benchmark. I think they can go at least 11-6. Darren, you're thinking they can go 13-4. Okay, are you taking into account injuries and all the other stuff with that? So, all right, so here we go. We're back in. They're showing Alex Van Ginkel. He's on the sideline and he's chewing tobacco and spitting. Oh, God, that's nasty. This could be our players. Let's check them out. And why not? Yes, because, okay. All right, here we go. And let's see what Mike White is going to do. I'm pretty sure it's going to be him. So we're going to have it 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Is Skyler still in? Let's see. Wow. Skyler's still playing. That's interesting. He's back to pass. He's running it. He throws a shovel pass underneath to Eric Saubert, the tight end. Wow. Wonder why. Huh. All right. So what does that tell you? So it tells me that Skylar Thompson is still in. That means that Mike still needs something. He needs to see something. Not sure what, but he wants to see something. There's no reason for him to still be in there except that Mike McDaniel hasn't seen what he wants to see. I mean, Skyler's 8 for 12 for 62 yards and 2 TDs. I'm not sure what else you want him to do. Got a handoff to, let's see, who is this? That's the A-chain to the right side for about 2 or 3. I'm wondering why Skylar Thompson is still in. Is Mike White? No, he doesn't look hurt. Interesting that he still has Skylar in. So is he sending a message? Is Skylar the number 2? Is Skylar definitely going to be the number 2? It looks like he's still in. All right, here we go. We got 3rd and 2. Let's see if this offensive line can push forward and get 2 yards. Now he's looking back to pass. He's looking deep. He's rolling out. He's free. He's going to get sacked. Oh, no, he got rid of it. The pass is complete. A-Chain makes a hell of a pass reception at about the, maybe have 1 yard to go. Let's see. Oh, there's a flag. And it's against Houston.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Very interesting. Nice catch by A-Chain too, though. Oh yeah, the guy's holding. Oh, he's holding really bad. Like grabbed his face mask on Ezekama. On Easy, he was all over him. All right, so 1st down. Skylar can definitely run. Oh, we got stuff going on. This is one of our guys this time. Okay, guys. Illegal procedure. Nah. I'm not going to say beat yourself because these are, at this point, you're in the second half of your second preseason game. These guys are rusty. They're new. And they're just trying to get things done. Mike White is standing on the sideline next to Tua holding his arms crossed. Just like, why am I not playing, man? Why am I not playing? But he's not playing. I didn't realize Mike White was such a big kid. It says he's 6'5", 218. So, oh, here he goes. And that's it. That's going to be it for Skylar. Here comes... Skylar got hurt. The ref took him out. Wow. Let's see what the hit looked like. Skylar was rolling, and yeah, he got, his head hit the ground. Yep. Yeah, the ref took him out. All right, so Mike White's in the game. Inside handoff goes for about 3 or 4. Look at the offensive line push. Oh, they cut away. Wow. Yeah, Pablo, it says live. Let me see if I can push it forward. No, it says I'm all the way live, so I can't do anything. Elliot Burney says, does a spotter took him out corner what I was saying on TV? That's possible. All right, so Mike White is in. Let's see what happens here. We got another penalty on the Dolphins. It just looks like shit right now. It doesn't look good. Another offsides against them. Skylar had a free play. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second here. I'm looking for something on here. Yeah, offsides. All right, so we're back to 2nd and 4. Mike White back to pass, and he's going to get. Yeah, pass blocking needs some help. Needs some help for sure. Not doing well on the pass blocking. Where's this guy at? So listen to the broadcast. They're stating the obvious. The pass blocking just went down. I hope that Skylar's okay, because if he goes in with a concussion and they take him out of play for the next couple weeks, could be a problem. All right, so it's 3rd and 15. Now we got another penalty. Come on, guys.
Don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself.
Come on, guys. All right, so now it's 3rd and 20. Just going the wrong direction at this point. This is not what Mike McDaniel wants to see. He tried to tell people, settle down. All right, here comes inside handoff, and it goes for about 4 or 5. So we're gonna have to punt. So that was just one. That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Leadus, you're asking, can anyone tell me if Tua made a bad throw or not with that interception? Yeah, it was a bad throw. It doesn't matter, but it was a bad throw. I'm on 4th and 17. You said you're on 3rd and 20. Yeah, Mr. Bill, we need offensive line, that's for sure. Is the offensive line built for the run? For the run, it seems. Doesn't look like they're doing anything with the pass at this right here. All right, so they punted. Houston's going to have the ball at about the 34-yard line. It looked like shit on that drive. Completely looked like shit. Not at all what I expected. I thought Mike McDaniel would come out the box and just run hard, but just didn't do it. Just not sure why, but he didn't do it. Oh, hey, Pablo, I know why I've just looked at something. I was looking at some stats. I'm looking at it now. I know why my stream, for some reason, nothing I can do here. Once in a while, my stream, like, I won't say it won't stop, but looks like it goes into some sort of a break or something. So, not sure why. Okay, Houston's defense. Okay, what'd you say? Houston's defense is going to be a dirty playing team. They've already committed multiple penalties that didn't get called. I've noticed that too. I did notice that they seem to be following the Buffalo Bills style of Buffalo Bills style of defense for sure. Mr. Bill, Joe Flynn. Let me just try to find something here. I think I'm looking for. Does Tua look scared? No, he didn't look scared at all. Streaming is like it's like having 3 shots. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Bill, you must be worried about the Dolphins. Joe Flynn. This is very weird. I'm looking at somebody who's posting comments, but he doesn't show up. So that's very, very weird. Very weird. Okay. Okay, here we go. Next, Tua looked like a baller. Yeah, Paul, he definitely looked like a baller. And that second drive, but anything could happen, and we'll see what happens. Or the discussion. What did Letus say here? Let me see what Letus is saying. Switching here. Or the discussion was in postseason. Hey, Tua, the preseason is not worth getting hurt for. No, he played strong. He didn't look timid whatsoever. Obviously, he took a hit, so it's good. It's good. Thomas Garrett wants to know who is playing on the O-line. A bunch of scrubs. I mean, Feeney was in there for a while. Hyde got hurt. It just seems to be a bunch of guys I never heard of. So right now, Mike is just trying everything. They're going through the motions, trying to give everybody a shot, and moving through it that way. They're showing Mark Clayton and comparing him to Tyreek. All right, let's get back to some game for a while here, guys. Not so much you guys, but these guys on TV as well. All right, there's play action. Davis Mills is looking deep. He's got somebody. Oh, almost picked off. So the Texans aren't offering up really anything, but we do have a flag against number 22. Illegal contact. So it's a first down, illegal contact on us. That sucks. That sucks. His face. I love this comment you put up here. Feeney looks like a school bus driver. He really does, man. If you were passing that guy in Publix or something, you wouldn't even really notice that he was, a NFL player. That was Elijah Campbell on the penalty there. So even though we're in the second half, midway through the third quarter, some of these guys that they're expecting on being decent backups are playing. Stanley, nothing really going on. Just two teams going back and forth doing nothing. All right, so 1st and 10. Davis Mills looking to throws it underneath. Immediately tied up by number 59 Rose. Don't know who he is either. Yeah, Jimbo, he's testing everybody out at this point. If I'm Houston, I'm really concerned about this offense because you got some guys on your team that just ain't playing at all. All right, 2nd and 5. Let's see what they do here. 2nd and 5, he's in a shotgun. David Mills, inside handoff again. And nope, he's going to be short, so it's going to be 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Let's see what we got going on here. They're showing Vic Fangio up in the booth. I love that he's up in the booth. But someone else just got quartered off the field. You must be ahead of me. Was it a Dolphin or a Texan that got carted off? Lita says, does it seem like there's been improvement with the plays getting called in from McDaniel? Yes, there was no communication problems that we saw today. None. All right, 3rd and 2. It's back to pass. Blitz. And nope. Incomplete. 4th down. They're going to have to punt. So, Paul, you say nobody expects Houston to be good this year. I would agree with that. You got C.J. Stroud back there as your starting quarterback and not much else around him. New head coach, first year. Not much going there at all. So it's going to be 4th and 2. It looks like they may go for it. Nothing to lose. You're down 21-3 in preseason. Nope, they're punting. I don't understand that. If I'm down 21-3 in a preseason and it's 4th and 2, I'm going for it. I'm definitely going for it. I want to see what kind of intestinal fortitude these guys got. But who knows? All right, so we got a punt coming. And the punt is off. And fair catch called for at about the 13-yard line. All right, so we're going to be 1st and 10 from about the 13. I think Skyler is done for the day now. Hopefully not done for a couple weeks. Hopefully if he's got a concussion, he'll be back for the Chargers game. But he looked like he did ring his bell. He got hit on the turf when he went down. So let's see what goes on here. So it's Mike White's ship right now to drive. So 21-3, 6 minutes left in the third. This is boring time. This is where it gets boring. Jose Cathcart says, it's still football accountability at Rise. Tell me what you mean by that. Love to know what you mean by that. Joe, you mentioned this earlier. I didn't see it. I don't know if you're way ahead, but you said someone else just got carted off the field. Who got carted off the field? I didn't see. Did anybody see somebody get carted off the field? They didn't show anything on TV, so I'm not really sure about that. Chris Reeler, when will the NFL make a decision on Tyreek Hill case? Why the long wait? That's a great question. It seems like it takes the NFL an entire season to make decisions on any of the suspensions and fines and everything else. They wait a long time. Probably, if I were to guess what they're waiting on is, I don't think the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Department has closed their case yet. So they're probably waiting for them to close their case. Even though the guy settled with Tyreek and he got his check, I'm not sure if they're still looking to file charges. I'm sure once they decide, it should be pretty quick for Miami to do that. Okay. Jimbo, is my broadcast 10 minutes behind or 10 seconds? 10 minutes, that'd be crazy. Is it really that far behind? Wow, that's crazy. All right, so here we go. Wow, those of you in South Florida and Central Florida, they just announced something that's pretty cool. The Dolphins are providing complimentary shuttle service from Brightline stations. If you guys haven't been on a Brightline, that's an awesome experience. All right, so we got rookie, the Hayes. He's playing left tackle. What the hell his first name? But Hayes, I remember him. Big kid, big kid. And we got Chris Brooks is in right now. And Skylar is back in. Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from about the 12. This is probably going to be a run. Yep, there it is. A quick pitch to Brooks, and he gets through for about 5 yards. I love this kid. Yeah, Stanley Skylar is back in. I love this kid, Chris Brooks. He showed so much last week, and just on this one carry right here, he picked up a couple yards. We got a Texan hurt. Looks like he's got something on his rib cage or something, but he's hurt, so we're gonna have some time here. Linebacker. I did a bunch of videos on the Hill situation, and let me I'm looking at your comment here, if I can get it to pop up. And you said, quote, it seemed blown out of proportion because it didn't look that bad. When does assaulting somebody have to look bad? That's been a problem I've had since it happened, with people saying it didn't seem that bad. What would you do if I saw you in a movie theater and I walked up and just popped you upside the head? Well, more than likely you're going to turn around and take a swing at me. But hey, man, it wasn't that bad. I just popped you upside the head. No big deal. I just can't. I don't know, maybe I'm too old school, but I just can't give somebody a pass for laying hands on somebody else. Well, Barry, it might have been something he said. So? Well, he might have called him the N-word. So? You're not given, there's no excuse for you putting your hands on somebody else unless you're defending yourself. And if you felt you were being, the guy was going to hurt you, that's different. But, how does it blow out of proportion if somebody gets hit? I don't know. I just can't agree with that. However, I would have whooped his butt if he took a swing at me. Oh, I didn't see that. Guys, did you see A-Chain get carted off? Is that anywhere on Twitter or anything? Wow. No, tell me that ain't true. A-Chain, I'm looking to see if I can find anything on it. A-Chain hurt? Oh, no, please say that's not true. You guys got that anywhere? Yeah. Yeah, but people say that he looks like he got hurt. Wow, didn't see it. They must have done that from the sidelines. Chris Harrelson, you're absolutely right. People have gotten too comfortable disrespecting people. Some people need a smack to the head. Yeah, that kind of attitude's not gonna work for you, man. Yeah, people can be disrespectful. I've been on Twitter a while. You've been on Twitter? People are always disrespectful. But you can't put yourself in a position, especially when you're making $120 million and you're a national football player, to just lose your shit. That's insane. Okay, Miko, what kind of hold on, I'm looking at the injury. Ooh, Cedric Wilson laid that guy out. Oh, that's right in his rib cage. Oh, so what kind of punishment should he have received? That incident, and that's very interesting. That incident alone should necessitate big punishment. Shouldn't necessitate any huge punishment. However, the NFL, as I've made videos, looks at the personal conduct policy. Nice pass by Skylar to Eric Ezekiel.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
But you have to understand, with the personal conduct policy, Goodell can go back and look at his history. And that's where it gets problematic as a football player. It's not just, he just smacked some guy against the head. Hey, he did something else. A little kid's arm got broke. And hey, listen, he choked the woman when she was pregnant. Put all that together, that spells big problem. You have to put it all together. Great pass by Skylar. He's definitely the number 2. Can we go ahead and call it right now? Can we just say it that Skylar is the number 2? Anyone want to disagree? I think that McDaniel is making a statement here and saying, this is my number 2 guy for sure. See, we're trading for a running back soon. When did he get here? I don't know. I just saw it on Twitter. It looks like, he did get hurt. Yeah, I did notice that, Joe. When I didn't know it required a cart, though. I did see when he came off. It looked like almost the same way that Cam Smith did. That when he came off, he was kind of holding that arm like a separated shoulder or a stinger or something. So, maybe that's when it was. But interesting that he's hurt. My wife is cooking something, and oh my God, does it smell good? Okay, what are we looking at? 455. Let's see. There's a end around. Who is this? Is this Brooks again, or is this Ahmed? Okay. Miko, I agree with you. The policy does go way too far, but about that policy, as an NFL player, you sign a piece of paper that says you agree to it. So, going in. Had to change ears as that one burnt out. Paul, come on, buddy. You can cook for dinner. Enjoy having some homemade chicken nuggets. I love that. Let's see what we got here. Mike can be QB2 with time. Yeah, but I think it looks like that maybe McDaniel may have made up his own mind on that. We got another injury. Eric Saubert, the tight end, just walked off. He's limping, went off under his own power, but he's limping pretty bad. He's threw his helmet down hard, so he's pissed off. So not sure how he's feeling. It's 3rd and 1. We got an offside by the Texans. They just ran through the line. So anyway, Miko, how you been, brother? Yeah, now it's against us. Now it's going to be 3rd and 6. Let's see who jumped. Oh, yeah. Our guard jumped. Strength and conditioning. Homemade chicken McNuggets. I would rather have homemade chicken McNuggets than the crap they serve you at McDonald's, wouldn't you? You control what it is, actual meat that you're making it. All right, so it's 3rd and 6 here. 3:30 left in the 3rd. Mike McDaniel's got to play in the Skylar. Skylar's in a shotgun. Let's see what happens. There's the snap. He's back to throw. We got another penalty on the Dolphins. So right now, what you're watching is preseason craziness, and you've got these different offensive linemen, and this guy, number 78, last name Christian. They just don't seem to have the cadence down. They're not getting enough reps in practice, and he jumped before so I'm not going to play the beat yourself thing because this is just practice. You're not getting enough reps, and now you're in a game time situation with an actual guy coming at you. So now it's from 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 11 with 3:15 left. Man in motion, empty backfield. Skylar back in the shotgun. See if they get the play off. All right, play is off. And throwing it deep. Oh, it's a nice catch. Nice catch. Is that Braxton Berrios again? No, River Craycraft with about a 25 yard pass.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
I don't know what Mike White is thinking, but I think Skylar just won QB2. Great catch by River Craycraft. Great catch. He went up and got that. Oof, wow. All right, so 1st and 10. Here's a snap. Inside handoff to Chris Brooks. Doesn't get a lot. Another penalty flag. So I like this question. These are kind of insightful questions we need to ask. What do you think makes McDaniels different from our previous failed coaches? Interesting. One, he's offensive minded. That's a big difference. Two, he's got a shitload of talent on the field. You can't take that away. I know some of the other guys were probably really shitty, and we saw what they did. Flores was a defensive mind coach, and none of them have had this kind of talent. Nobody has had this kind of talent since, the Marino days. So that's the biggest difference that I see. You guys see a different difference? 1st and 5 from about the 36. Skyler's in a shotgun. He's back to pass. He's going to get hit. He's going to get taken. Oh, he's throwing it deep. He may have something. Nope. Didn't get it out there. McChicken and Jack Daniels equals McDaniel. Yeah, Joe Flynn, you're absolutely right. They got to pay Christian Wilkins. I think the experience to manage that talent can't be understated as well. Well, I don't think Mike McDaniel had more experience than some of these guys. He definitely didn't have more experience than Brian Flores coming from New England and the Belichick organization. So, but then his experience with Belichick versus McDaniel's experience with Shanahan, who knows? All right, so we have an inside handoff. It goes absolutely nowhere. So yeah, experience is good, but whose is better? Is it just talent though? No, I don't think it's just talent. You asked me what I think the big difference was, and I say talent. Number two, he's got a system. He understands what that system needs to be. Came from the Shanahan tree. They've run that. It's a system. I don't even know what the hell Brian Flores was doing. I really don't know what he was doing the offense. Hold on to that. 3rd and 4. What do we got here? Got a man in motion. Ahmed in the backfield. There's a snap. Skyler back to pass again. He's looking to the out. It's going to be incomplete for 4th down. They're going to have to punt. So back to 78 has no clue what they're doing out there. Yeah, they got to. He's done. He won't make the team. But in any event, yeah, the system. If you come to a team just like Mike McDaniel did, just like DeMarco is going to do with the Texans. He's coming with a system, and then you got to have the players plug and play in that system to make it work. So here we go. It's 4th and 4. Mike McDaniel understanding this is one of those times when you just want to test your team. He's going for it on 4th and 4. Let's see what happens. Skyler's in shotgun, back to pass. And he's got it completed right up the middle. I mean, on a slant pass. Who is it? And that's to Cedric Wilson for about 15 or 16 yards.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Great passes. So the only thing I don't like what Skylar Thompson is not doing, he's not getting a deep enough drop as far as I'm concerned. But other than that, guy's been really good. Really good. Really good. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10. He's on about the 18-yard line. Skyler's looking to throw. We got a screen pass, evading a couple of blocks, and that's going to take it in the end zone for another touchdown. Wow.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
I told you I like this kid, Chris Brooks, man. I love this kid, Chris Brooks. He took a screen pass for about 16 yards, evaded a couple tacklers, and took it to the house. Stanley, that was Chris Brooks, the rookie. 28-3, completely different than last week. So now, they're going to give the Texans back the ball, but got to believe 4th quarter's got to be Mike White. Skyler has shown everything. He has run everything. They've scored points with him. Um, I got to believe this is going to be this is going to be Mike White, and I think Mike White is probably going to be QB3. You guys agree, or do you think, after what you've seen in the last 2 weeks, that there's still some sort of competition? I don't. I think Skylar has shown command of the offense that Mike White hasn't. Maybe as they go further into the season, Mike White may get a better grasp on it. But right now, I think it's Skylar at QB2. The other thing I see that it's gonna have to leave defensive coordinators freaking out. When you watch this game film and you start running through it, the running backs basically took over the game. The running backs. You didn't hear, and he wasn't playing. You didn't hear Tyreek. You didn't hear Waddle. Waddle's not playing. You didn't hear Chosen. A couple plays to Cedric Wilson and a nice play to Braxton Berrios. But for the most part, the running backs won this game. Absolutely. Yeah. The running backs, to me, just made a difference in this game. Skylar's on the bench talking to Bev, the coach, and he's sitting next to Mike White. Skylar, from what I've seen, is making it an easy choice. I have to completely agree with you. He looks ready. Dare I say, if Tua goes down, what do you think? Do you think you feel comfortable with Skylar stepping in? I mean, he looks really that good. That good. Joe Flynn says, who's this? The Texans were just out there running around doing shit. Skylar definitely looks ready. Joe Flynn says Skylar's QB2 and waiting. Let's see. Let me see what else some people said. Robert Jason says, you love Brooks. That means they will cut him and keep Gaskin. Myles Gaskin isn't playing today. I know he's one of those guys that's been around, but this kid, Chris Brooks, I don't know. I think we all kind of feel what Chris Greer likes. He likes cheap. This kid, Chris Brooks, is probably really cheap, and he looks really good. Look at these stats. Richard, thanks for pulling it. Okay, let me just put this up here. Skylar is 12 of 18 for 141 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Wow. Gotta like that. I'm sure Mike McDaniel, it's done. Going into next week, I don't think, like you said, I don't think we'll see Tua in the third game. I think we'll see Mike White probably start next week, and then Skylar come in the second half, because you just want to see what people have at this point. I like Brooks. Probably you like Brooks too. Need the run game. We get that. Absolutely. This was the Texans. Everybody has to say, oh, it's the Texans. But the run game, we get that. Dolphins are locked in for the playoffs. Absolutely. If they could find a way to bottle this and reproduce it against the Chargers are going to be in deep crap. Now, understand, Chargers, when we play the Chargers, they're basically going to be running Vic Fangio's defense. So it's not going to be the same as the Texans with a bunch of new guys. We're talking about an established team. So there's going to be a lot of mind mixing between McDaniel and, their guys over there. Broke the mold with Zonk. Yeah. I'm late to the party. How did Tua do? All right, we're going to recap this again for Demetrius, who just showed up. Demetrius, thanks for coming on in. Tua, first drive looked like apocalyptic. He got sacked. He threw an interception on his very first play, and I think everybody watching, their hearts sunk. Dolphins held. He got the ball back. He went 90-plus yards on his next drive for a touchdown. I believe it was 5 of 8 and a touchdown. Perfect. No problems. Everything looked fine. He took a couple of hits. He got up. I think he's good to go. What do we got? Powell, I think he's going to have to. I mean, don't you agree? I mean, from what he's seen today, and they're interviewing Jalen Waddle on the sideline right now. From what you've seen today, and we're fans. This guy's a coach. He's going to see this. You can't get away from this. And this wasn't even your starting complement of offensive linemen. You can't get away from this. The running game, these backs, both in the receiving and the running, were absolutely on point. Absolutely on point. So to get away from this would be foolish, I would think. Yep, Hannibal, you're absolutely right. He took the hits and he threw the ball away. Can't ask for much more than that. There it is. Yeah, he threw the ball away. What's Miko say here? Okay. Yeah, but the week before that he was not very good. There we go. Yeah, but the week before he was not very good and had all the difficulty in the world to win that crucial game versus the Jets. You're talking about Green Bay game? I'm not sure which against the Jets. You're talking last year. Oh, you're talking about Skyler. Okay, I got you. How much time left in the game? We just started the fourth quarter, 14:50. So there's some time left. If anything, I'm looking at this comment here. Is I hope the hits he experienced helps him to stay healthy. I don't know if it helps him to stay healthy, but hopefully it'll get him mentally ready that he can absorb some hits and not feel like every hit's going to be the end of it. We got we almost had an interception by the Dolphins, but he dropped it when he hit the ground. And they're still talking to Waddle, so they're okay. Let's see. Hannibal Rector says. Come on, mouse. Click it through. I can't hardly read it. We'll hopefully see a lot of that from this starting offense. If Tua and the boys put up enough points during the regular season, hopefully Skyler gets some play time. Win, win, win. Yep. So, Texans did absolutely nothing. They look atrocious, absolutely atrocious. And so they're punting again. Got it. This team maybe struggle to win 1 or 2 games this year. They look that bad. I mean, when you're not even able to function against second and third teamers, that's really bad. I mean, you got nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right, so it's 1st and 10, 14:35 left in the game. Game is completely devolved at this point. The biggest mystery is who's going to be playing quarterback right now. Who's just now says he'll be back soon? Who's be back? I'm right here, bro. I didn't go anywhere. All right, so let's see. Let's see who we got here. Who's in at quarterback? Can't see it. Can't possibly be Skyler Still, is it? Well, he just rolled out and threw it for about a 17-yard game. And the receiver was Hill, not Tyreek.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
All right, so Pablo, what were you talking about? It said he'll be right back. I didn't go anywhere or is that something else you're watching? If Mike White doesn't come in right now, he's taking the bus back to Miami. Let's see. They've got a weird camera angle. So here's another pitch to this guy, Chris Brooks. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get me a Chris Brooks jersey. I don't wear many jerseys, but Chris Brooks to me looks like a stud. Gotta love that. Oh, Waddle said he'll be back soon. Okay, cool. Wow, yeah, Chris Brooks. I'm hot on Chris Brooks, guys. I might be a Chris Brooks groupie. I love me some big backs. 6'1", 230 pounds. All right, got Easy E in motion. Pass. Brooks again. Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys watching the same game? And you watched him last week. This kid, Chris Brooks, is a stud. Wow. Wow. Wow, man, this kid wants to make the team so bad. So bad. I don't think Mike can cut him. And if he does cut him, put him on, practice squad or something. But 6'1", 230 with speed and bruising, you don't get rid of that. You don't get rid of that. All right, so here we go. Ahmed up the middle for about 2 or 3. All right, did any of you guys hear whether or not Mike White is hurt? I'm not understanding why Skylar is still in the game. I love your comment, Hector. Hold on, I'll put it up in a second. It's like, have you ever wondered how cheerleaders keep smiling even though their team is getting ass whooped? They don't even watch the game. They don't even watch the game. All right, Skylar's in shotgun, 3rd and 1. Inside handoff, and it's going to be another first down this time. Oh, wow, 6, 7 yards. They're shredding this defense. Absolutely shredding.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Paul, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Please come back. Don't forget Tua Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we're going to talk about Tua. Got a lot to talk about. Probably going to go over this play over and over and over his play this week. Got 8 separate plays to play him. Going to play the first one. Going to play the rest of them. We're going to break them down like we're looking at game film. Tua Tuesday. All right, so Skylar's still in. He's just looking to run out the clock. This offensive line, like I told you. Boom. Here we go again. Is this Brooks again? Jeez. They gotta sign this guy keep him, because anyone else would just scoop him up. I told you guys earlier what happens with the offensive line. The offensive line loves this time of game. When I don't have to worry about doing anything other than, as Jimbo said, put this guy's male chicken in his watch pocket. That's all I want to do. I want to drive the ball. I want to just impose my will. I just want to lay my big 300 pounds on him and just make him just want to quit. And right now, that's what you're seeing. They're just pushing guys around the field at this point. They're tired. They can't take it. They want out. You got a screen pass. That ain't going nowhere. That was horrible. Mike, bad call. Don't call that again. But other than that, we should have Mike McDaniel come in under center as a trick play to help draw the defense off sides. Easy takes a jog off the field. Looks like he kind of got dinged on that play. He's okay, though. Definitely got dinged. Question from Miko, is Brooks that good or is Houston that bad? Well, this is 2 weeks in a row that Chris Brooks has shown his mettle that he could play. So unless the Falcons were bad too, he's really pushed out there. Houston does suck, but he's still running. Skylar back to pass. He's throwing deep. Nobody there. Receiver took the wrong route. So completely different communication there. There was nobody there. Tua, okay, Daniel Millard, here's your rankings for the day, huh? All right, so B+ on Tua, running backs A+, offensive line C+, D line A-. Yeah, I could agree with that. So Lion and Judah, you're already looking at getting rid of Ahmed. As good as Ahmed is, perhaps they should trade him. He and A-Chain are the same players. Keep Brooks in his place for red zone offense, and he's cheaper. Yeah, I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. What else we got here? Jimbo, thanks for tuning in, my brother. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Love talking to you. Love talking to the Dolphins family. What do we got going on here? 4th and 19. You gonna try a 60-yard field goal? No way. Nope, they called in a punt team. All right, so this mop-up duty. But they did do some good running here. Definitely did some good running. 9:55 left in the game. Is the guy Hayes still playing, and is he doing okay? I assume you're talking about Hayes, the left tackle, the rookie. Yeah, he was playing, and he was doing really, really well. I mean, the running game's been doing well. And he's a big body. Definitely a big body. All right, so your question here is, not question, but you're saying Salvin stays, Gaskin gone. I would agree with that. I think Myles Gaskin might be the odd man out at this point. Yep, I agree. Dolphins punt. Let's see if they're going to fair catch it at about the 10-yard line and take over from there. Eric Rivera says Barry number 62 on the offensive line looking good, and Brooks too. I'll be really happy when they have the final 53-man roster so I can have it printed out and know who all these guys are, because there's so many different guys. This guy's 78, number 78, Christian, offensive tackle. I don't think he's gonna make it. I think he'll be gone real soon. One more week before the decision on running backs. Yeah, I bet you. I bet you. I guarantee you that we're going to see some movement here as we get to the third and week of preseason. There's going to be some guys getting cut and maybe some guys getting traded. I'm not really sure. Pablo, man, thank you, brother. Thank you very much. You've been around. You're around all last year. I remember you coming on last year, and we went through some horrible stuff late in the season, but you stuck around. I'm so grateful that you're on. This TV broadcast puts me to sleep. You know what I hate about the TV broadcast? Number one, the commercials. I mean, like, you guys, if you're seeing it, you're seeing it, but there's just commercials and commercials and commercials. And it really sucks for the players, too, having to sit through these commercials. And then they just talk some really mundane shit some of the times. I like you guys giving me stuff to talk about. I like you guys being able to talk about pot pies and homemade chicken McNuggets and the different things that you guys like as well. Any update on A-Chain? Nope. They haven't said a word. No, but that's another problem. I mean, I keep looking on here, but put it this way. No news is good news, which means whatever is wrong with him, if it's just a shoulder injury, shoulder injury, hopefully it won't require an MRI. He can just, get back to practice next week. But it didn't look like he was like hurting that bad. Pot pies, baby. My wife makes an awesome pot pie. Awesome pot pie. So much meat in it. It's just like a big old pie sandwich. Just love it. Dalvin, I was waiting for this one all day. You just made my day. Dalvin Cook, who? I was watching all the comments, and I'm like, is anyone going to mention it? And the fact of the matter is, this team made you go Dalvin Cook, who? Today they actually said, look, we have running backs. These running backs can play, and we didn't even play our top two guys hardly. Jeff Wilson wasn't here, and Mostert played just a little bit. And so, absolutely, you are 100% correct. Dalvin Cook, who I've said it from the beginning. I never wavered. I didn't want someone who beat up their girlfriends on the team. Just think he didn't fit. I didn't want it. Didn't think he was worth the money. We already had these guys here. Absolutely. Bye, Dalvin. Good luck. All right, so they're running the ball up the middle. They're down at their 7, 8, 9-yard line. We're talking about real scrubs right now. But we got, is this Brandon Pilley? Brandon Pilley is in. This is an interesting time to watch. Let's see what happens with Tillman. Channing Tindall. I thought this kid out of Georgia was going to be a star, and he's barely been doing much. I thought he would star on the Dolphins. So it's 2nd and 7. Let's see where he is here. He's in at linebacker. He's dropping back in pass coverage. Boom! Nice play by the cornerback here. Who was that? Perry. Perry, number 46, came up and met that guy. So these are some of the guys that are trying to make the team. Pablo, a bunch of teams look scary on paper. Dolphins look scary on paper. Bills look scary on paper. Luckily for everybody, you got to earn it down here. You actually have to play the game. So does Aaron Rodgers and Dalvin Cook and Garrett Wilson, all these guys look tough? Yeah, absolutely they look tough, but they got to play the game. That's going to be a big time game when the Dolphins play them. All right, 3rd and 1, inside handoff, and the Dolphins stuff it. Absolutely stuff it. Who was that? This guy Garrett Nelson and Agude. But Garrett Nelson, that's another guy in that Chris Brooks vein. I love to watch him play as well. Kid from Nebraska, but that one was a Goudet who just got him there. Let's see here. Give him time. Tyndall's still young, good pedigree. Fangs makes him better. I agree with that. I think that Tyndall could turn around and be a good one. But Goudet looked just really good on that play. Very good. 3 and out. Texas got nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're going to have a long season. This team, the way it looks right now, will be lucky to win 2 or 3 games. Okay, we got a punt return happening. Got about a 8 or 9 yard punt return. All right, so it's going to be 7-15. Dolphins offense. Not sure if Mike White is hurt. Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why Mike White is not in the game, but he's definitely not in the game. Maybe he'll come out on this series. You know what was really cool? We got rid of all these damn spammers. It must have worked. All right, I got to read this. Switching gears, I know it's unknown because so many variables were thrown together. What's your opinion on how the Jets are coming together and how hard they will be for us? I think the biggest question with the New York Jets is the biggest question with the Miami Dolphins. Do you know what that is? Think about the two teams and where they are and what's the biggest question on either team. Whoever solves the answer to that riddle is going to have the advantage. And that riddle is offensive line. The Jets' offensive line, yeah, they're not that good. The Dolphins' offensive line, yeah, they look shaky. Who's going to solve that riddle first? The team that solves that riddle first may be the team that has the advantage. Defense, I think the Dolphins' defense stacks up with the Jets' defense. Defensive line, I think stacks up against the Jets' defensive line. Quinnen Williams, amazing guy, but, Christian Wilkins is right there. Outside rushers, I think they're just right there. Defensive back, yeah, I understand they have Sauce to Holder Gardner, but, X-Man and Holland, and when Ramsey comes back, I think they're right there. Quarterback-wise, okay, you got a Hall of Famer in Tua, but I think that at this point in his career, Rodgers has some experience, but he's not physically, I think, much better than Tua. Coaching, that may tilt it. I think Robert Saleh being more defensive minded, and I don't think Nathaniel Hackett is in Mike McDaniel's class yet, but we're talking right there. So what's the difference? The Hogs, people up front, and I don't think either team is settled on their offensive line yet. What do you think about that? Did that give you enough of a perspective and what I think? Let me know what you think. Eric Rivera says, yeah, I'm right. Well, I'm glad you agree. Those offensive linemen are hard to come by these days. Let's see what happens here. Offensive line, hot sauce is fire. Offensive line. Imagine the Bills being bumped to 3rd in the conference. Yeah. Everybody, and this is one of the things too, everybody's going to have to bring it every single week. There are no days off whatsoever. So here we go. Skyler looks here's my boy Brooks. He got about 3 or 4. He's playing behind a crap patchwork line, but he still got 3 or 4 yards. Eric, this is a very worthwhile, is it posted yet? No. Greer McDaniel is going to have a lot of thinking to do come cut day. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of thinking. All right, so 2nd and 7. We got the new tight end in right now, Higgins. Let's see what he can do. Skyler's in a shotgun. Back to pass. He's looking. He's got someone open and about the flat for about 4 or 5 yards. Let's see who that was. Number 83. Not sure who that is. Oh, these new guys. So we're looking at 3rd and I'd say 2 or 3. That pass was caught by Coleman. Don't know who he is. This is interesting. Mike McDaniel going to throw on 3rd and 2. Let's go. Skyler is in the shotgun. I'm 3rd and 2 with 6:02 left. Inside handoff to, that's that bad man. Is that number 33? Number 33 for the first down.
That's another Miami Dolphins.
Count it. Count it. But Chris Brooks is just out here just doing it, man. Chris Brooks at 6'1", 230, got to the line of scrimmage, put his head down, and laid his shoulders into a linebacker, and boom, that guy landed on his ass. You ain't going to want to do that again. Might have been a strong save, but either event, you're not going to want to do that again with Chris Brooks. Here's another handoff. Chris Brooks again for a 2 or 3. He's getting some work in. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. 83, not a running back. Do you think that... okay, Pablo said, do you think Mike is showcasing Skyler? I think in a post-game press conference, we're going to learn a lot. Why he didn't put Mike White in. Maybe Mike White is hurt, or this is Mike White's game. He wanted to show that Mike White is my QB2. Skyler is my QB2 because not sure why else he wouldn't have played him, but he didn't. So this is Skyler's game right here. He's showing. Let's see. Wow, I didn't hear this. Cleveland radio talk show say that Dolphins will sign Kareem Hunt. Why? Maybe that was before today. Maybe they were still talking about bringing in a running back, but after Mike Daniel, Chris Brewer have seen this performance, even though it was against the Houston Texans, why would you bring in anybody else? Inside handoff. Nope, that goes nowhere. It's 3rd and 10. Clock still running, 4:14 left. Eric Rivera says, I'm telling a Steele Brooks the man he was in BYU. He is. I cannot believe how good this kid is. I think it was undrafted free agent as well. So, man, so it's 4th and 10. Dolphins are going to punt. That's pretty much going to be it, probably, unless the Texans can mount some kind of a drive, which they haven't been able to do all day long. I mean, this game was completely flipped from last week. Completely flipped. Good job. Good job. Pay Chris's bag. Angel says, yeah, Chris Wilkins you're talking about? Definitely. I mean, that was one of the weaknesses we saw today. We definitely saw that. You got to have Christian Wilkins out there. If you don't have Christian Wilkins out there, you're in a big problem. See, Chris, you've got Harrelson's stats at 11 for 47, except that you forgot the screen pass that he took in for the touchdown, so you didn't count that. But it's the kind of 47 yards he had. That's what the Dolphins were missing last year. The kind of 47 yards that Chris Brooks had. When you need that 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, you got this guy who's 6'1", 230 pounds with speed. It's like having Alec Ingold with speed. And the guy finishes. When I say finishes, you don't see many plays. If you go back and look at the game film, you won't see many plays of people standing up Chris Brooks. He finishes. He lowers his shoulder. He's falling forward on every single play that he gets tackled. So that 47 yards that he has, that's a very, very tough 47 yards. There's a difference when people look at stats, but you have to understand how that yardage was achieved. And he ran through guys to get that 40 yards. All right, Pablo, you have a great day. Thank you very much. Don't forget to a Tuesday. Thanks for stopping by. Always welcome. Love to have you. I'd say, what's it? Come on, from New York City, Queensbury, have to deal with this clown. Jets from now going, who? I didn't see anybody. Somebody in here being a Jets fan. George. George, you're saying what changed from last week? From last week, it was completely different. He ran the ball. I mean, that's the biggest thing. He ran the ball. And I mean, Tua played, got him a touchdown, but for the most part, they ran the ball. That to me was the biggest change. Offensive line played well. Yes, they beat up against the Texans, but they still do that. Yeah, Chris, one pass for 18, but that one pass for 18 yards from Chris Brooks ended up with 6 points. Big, you left that part off, bro. Left that part off. What else we got here? Jimbo's still talking about food. Jimbo says, we don't have Checkers in South Carolina where I am, and whatever that cup comes up, I think of a double bacon cheeseburger. Bob, that's seasoned fries. Sorry, man. You're making me drool over here. They don't have Checkers in South Carolina. I lived in Myrtle Beach. I thought we had Checkers, but I used to live on the other side of Boca, and there was a Checkers literally down the street. And the worst part about it, they were open 24/7. So you know what happened when the wife would say, hey, listen, I'm hungry. Go to Checkers. All right, so it's 1st and 10 from like the 7-yard line. He dumps it out to a halfback on the side, and he gets some good yards. They called it dead. So it's going to be inbound, so the clock is going to continue to run, thankfully. I mean, I haven't seen a team this inept in a while. I understand Houston is 1-0 in the preseason. Can one of you guys look up and see who the hell did Houston beat in preseason? Was it the Patriots? Oh, I mean, there's a question for you. Who did Houston beat in preseason? Because this team looks like crap. I'm going to look it up real quick. Houston Texans schedule. Texans. This would be interesting because as bad as they look right now, doing nothing. Yeah, it was the Patriots. This team you're watching right now beat the Patriots 20-9 last week. That should say a lot about Bill Belichick's team up there. This team hasn't done shit. And they look horrible, and they beat the Patriots 20-9. How in the hell did they score 20 points? How did Patriots give up 20 points to this team? Whew. Oh my God. These guys can't seem to get a playoff. He's back to throw again. He got a nice pass for a first down. But remember that it was in my mind. I remember seeing it on SportsCenter that these guys beat the friggin' Patriots. North Seneca. Jimbo, where's North Seneca? Where is that in relation to Myrtle Beach? Oh man, enemy of credulity. Here we go with the food. I knew you guys would get there. And tequila lime ribs. Okay, so you got me on that one. I have never tasted tequila lime ribs. Sounds friggin' awesome, man. So is that a rub or is that a sauce? Is that tequila lime a rub or a tequila lime sauce that you finish with? Either way, that sounds friggin' awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love this part of the game where there's nothing going on. You guys start talking about food. It's 6:50 p.m. here on the East Coast, and now you guys are talking about food. I love pork barbecue nachos. Man, really nice. Okay, so Clemson, George, you're near Clemson. I got you. Been there a lot of times, obviously, to see football games. Yeah, okay. Nice area. Very nice area. There's a lake not too far from there. Big lake. Lake Highland, maybe? I'm not really sure. Spent some time up there. We had a Verbo. What happened to A-Chain? They haven't said yet at all. They haven't said what happened to A-Chain. George loved the shakes. Yeah, I used to love shakes as well, but I don't use them anymore. Too much sugar in that stuff. The Dolphins checked in on Jonathan Taylor. That's money. He went back home. He decided to go back home. You're in the city. Oh, you're in New York City. Eric, y'all got to give Eric some love here. He lives in New York City and he's a Dolphins fan. I can't even imagine that. Could be worse though. It could be a Patriots guy that got beat by these Texans. Hang time. Okay, Hang Time posted about your boy Brooks. Love that he is a man of God. Wish we could have kept Hang Time as well, but it is what it is. So that's going to be another feather in Chris Brooks's hat. Got to keep love the character, which is why I hated the thought of having of having Dalvin Cook on the team. Hated that after I saw what he did. And then, so I kind of went after him kind of hard. People got mad at me and I exposed it. And I talked to the reporters and the clerk at the court, and I was giving out as much information as I possibly could. I am so happy he's not with the team. Now, if Tyreek can get his shit together, we'd be really good. Okay, so you're going to tell us about it. You cook ribs over lime and tequila for 5 hours, then sauce them and turn up the heat for 20 minutes. Wow. Wow, man. That sounds really good. And I am so hungry right now. I got 2.5 minutes left so I can go eat myself. Unbelievable. Guys, this doesn't sound good. I mean, it sounds good for if you eat them. Bacon wrapped chicken livers. Okay. Not for me, but maybe some of you guys. I would laugh at the Patriots, but we only scored 3 points on the Falcons. Bingo. That's why I'm not saying anything, really. All right, so 156, 2nd and 10, incomplete pass, broken up by the Dolphins secondary. Nice play. Very nice play. Super Bowl, here we come. Is A-Chain? No word on A-Chain as of yet. Richard Keys. Again, you guys, back there is my little, actually a big maku that my wife got me. Ohana means family. Mahalo to you means thank you. Those are Hawaiian words that I've learned over the years. And like I said before, if you guys have a chance, we got the incomplete pass. If you guys have a chance, go ahead and let me just go ahead and put that up one more time before we leave today. Just one more time, guys. And basically, if you have the ability to go ahead and do a donation to the Tua Foundation, and he's raising money for the victims of the Maui fire, which is getting worse by the day in terms of the death toll. And if you can't give, you can definitely take a screenshot or write down that URL and share it on social media so other people can. All right, so it's 3rd and 10. These guys are just awful. I don't know how they beat the Patriots. I have no idea how they beat the Patriots. It's just awful. Bacon wrapped deer tenderloin. Man, we could open a restaurant or a food truck with some of the stuff you guys are cooking. I'm serious. I mean, I'm looking at this one here. This guy's making his dessert known already. Let me just go ahead and push this, but fried Oreos and fried ice cream. Are you guys just saying this? You're really eating this stuff? I mean, because damn, okay. 4th and 10, they're going for it. He's throwing the pass, and it's completed for a 1st down. They're just looking to do something here. Not working it. Barry, in what ways do you feel Aaron Rodgers will impact the AFC East? Well, I mean, he's going to make everybody play some serious defense, that's for sure. Another pass underneath for a 1st down. They're good. The 2 play. Kenny Marcus, you weren't here last time, but I'll say it again. Tua did extremely well. Didn't start off well, threw an interception on his very first pass, and then he got rocked on a couple of hits. Came back in the 2nd drive, went 90 plus yards for a touchdown, went something like 5 for 7 or 6 for 8. Did extremely well. Okay, here's some information on Chris Brooks you guys might want to hear. All right. Looking at this play, 1st down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. All right, so Chris Brooks Pro Day, 4.58 40 time. Not the fastest in the world, but not bad for a guy 6'1", 230. 37-inch vertical and had a fast 3-cone drill. He's very quick, let alone for his size, and he's listed at 235. So you got a big man at 235 pounds who's hitting that line, at 4.5. I like that. They're back to pass again. They're just trying everything. This one just got knocked down. It's just cleanup time. All right, dude. You guys, are you picking up cookbooks and just saying this shit? Crab cakes and cheese loaded French fries. How much time left in this game? 1:14. Wow. You guys must have some good women around you as well. After this game, I'm having pork tenderloin covered in sauerkraut, Tuscany broccoli, and fully loaded mashed potatoes. You win the day on that one, bro. All right, he's back to pass again, looking to dump off to a halfback, and he's tackled inbounds, and the clock will just continue to run. That sounds awesome. Pork tenderloin covered in sauerkraut, Tuscan broccoli, and fully loaded mashed potatoes. Whew, love that. You can tell it's Sunday because people are definitely cooking. Definitely cooking here. We got a braised beef short rib sliders. I love me some sliders. Love me some sliders. Absolutely. Bro, best food truck meal I've ever had. Lashun, how you doing? You're absolutely right. It's kind of small. Tua did great. First play on the drive, it was a high snap through interception. He came back on a second drive and marched us down the field for a 99-yard touchdown drive. Tua had to shake the rust off, and he did as well. Mark, why you gotta ruin the party for everybody? Heart attacks all around. All that red meat and sauce. Lots of red meat and sauce. I'm gonna go have me some sushi, but she's cooking something out there. She's cooking something. There's the comment of the day. That's what I wanted to see. I just donated to Tua's fundraiser. Wait. That deserves double applause. Thank you very much. The people in Maui would definitely appreciate it. They've gone through hell, and the government isn't doing crap for them. Isn't doing anything for them. Jimbo. Bacon wrapped gizzards. No way. This would be pretty cool. Got an injured Texan, but he's walking off the field. I got a food truck that comes every week to my apartment complex. Wow, that's awesome. All right, so let's see. We got 49 seconds left. It's back to pass. He's got pressure. Good pressure from the Dolphins. He throws it, and it's incomplete. So that's pretty much going to be it. Mike McDaniel will probably send out the guys to just kneel down 2 or 3 times, and that'll be it. Big game, good game all the way around. Not sure why Mike White didn't play. We're definitely going to have to figure out, or find out rather, why Mike White did not play, but he didn't. Lashun, thank you. Mark Phillips, thank you. Go to Carlos and Pepe's in Fort Lauderdale for fried ice cream. Very good. All right, guys. We're gonna run out the clock here. So this game is over. It's in the books. Thank you for hanging out for, let's see, 3 hours and 15 minutes. We had a great time as usual. Everything worked. Didn't have any problems. Thank you very, very much. Great game. Tua did well. I'll do a video on it tomorrow. But come on over and check us out on Tua Tuesday. We'll have some fun. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you all.